president, Tim Beza. Then vice president needs like a little sidekick, so shoot, we'll put Chase Schubert. Right. So there we go, because they're like
Beza and Sugar in 2028. I like it. It sounds good. Hey, Jonathan, good to talk to you. Best of luck the rest of the season. Appreciate your time.
Great talking to you. Thank you for having me on.
All right, Jonathan Bolin, our guest. We're going to take a quick break, but we've got more to come. So stay with us on the Phillies Radio Network.
It's time, Philly, for first pitches, plays at home plate, and safe at first base. It's officially baseball season. Watching our guys in pinstripes or taking your kid to his first practice, game day is always better with Gerhard's in the bullpen. Laundry deals that'll knock out grass stains, grills that'll bring the heat to every barbecue, and refrigerators to keep your cold ones ice cold. Let Gerhard's make your home a hit with home run prices. Gerhard's Appliances, Phillies cleanup hitter since 1945.
The life of a Philly sports fan is a wild ride. Sometimes we triumph. Sometimes we trust.
You're out! Oh.
What never changes year after year is how we get to the game. Shoulder to shoulder with our fellow fans on SEPTA. Riding to and from the game is a breeze, and paying your fare has never been easier now that SEPTA accepts contactless payment. And don't forget, fans under 12 ride free with an adult. Plan your trip to the game at SEPTA.org. Doors are closing.
Hurt in an accident?
Call Mongaluzzi.
Hurt at work?
Call Mongaluzzi.
Hurt on the road?
Call Mongaluzzi.
Hurt by a doctor?
Call Mongaluzzi. I'm Bob Mongaluzzi.
They hurt you, and it's time to fight back. Get justice with Salt's Mongaluzzi Bendesky.
Call our team at 267-662-1200
for a free consultation. That's 267-662-1200 or visit smbb.com.
We have good news. Auto theft is down in Philadelphia. Big thanks to the crime fighters in the city, across the state, and you. Keep it up. Lock your car, take your keys every time. It's common sense, but not always common practice. Also, please don't sit in your car and text. That makes you an easy target. Just get in and go. Let's keep the good thing going. We're working together to stop the steal. Brought to you by the Pennsylvania Auto Theft Prevention Authority. Go Phils.
Back here on Phillies on Deck, presented by the Scoreboard. Your injury report is brought to you by NovaCare Rehabilitation. Experience the power of physical therapy. And best thing to report, no real injuries for this team. Kyle Backus on the IL, working his way back. But other than that, this team is healthy. All right. That is going to end our time here today. We say thanks to Tom Kelly, engineering here in our booth. It's Francisco Rojas back in our studios. And I'm Greg Murphy saying thanks for listening. Larry Anderson and Scott Franzke are standing by with the call of this afternoon's game. It's the Phillies and the White Sox coming your way.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game, post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Do you guys make your own brisket here?
Yes, we do. We do. We are known by our brisket.
Barbecue brisket sandwich. Quality is better than other places, and it looks good. We're ready to eat.
We go to an average 500 briskets per game. We hear a lot from our fans. They want to try something with wrap, easy to eat. So we say, well, let's do like brisket, wrap, and an egg roll.
That's beautiful. You get the gold medal for culinary brisketry here in Texas.
Yes.
I'm helping these kids be the best versions of themselves, and I'm also representing where I came from. And the Mozilla team, I was working with a creative guy that was with Nike. I work with my best friend who manages this team with me, and we kind of just put together what we think would look cool. We went Godzilla theme. You kind of get to help them grow up into a young man and help them just make the right steps forward, and that's really why I started it, to have impact.
Let's see how the big fastball for Miz works out.
Struck him out. Another fastball. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Always the big question is, how does somebody recover after their first start? You got all the jitters out after opening day.
I think he's back.
Still bringing some serious heat.
He's already got 3 over 100 today.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Fastball at 101, and Mizorowski's got the juice working here this afternoon at American Family Field. Couple of Ks and a perfect first for Miz.
And welcome to a rather breezy Sunday and sunny one at that here in South Philadelphia. Scott Fransky with you alongside Larry Anderson. Tom Kelly is our engineer in the booth today as the Phillies and White Sox have traded wins the first 2 games of this series. The Sox with ERA. He'll be opposed, at least to start, by left-hander Tyler Gilbert, a one-time Philly. Gilbert will come out of the bullpen and be the opener for the White Sox. We expect to see a lot of David Sandlin, right-hander, out of the bullpen for the Sox. Lineup card exchange about to happen. We'll take a timeout, and we'll get to that starting lineup at the first pitch of today's ballgame. Game number 65 on the season. We'll have it for you next here on the Phillies Radio Network.
Freddy's is where all your family favorites are made fresh, all day, every day. We're talking sizzling steak burgers grilled to order, crispy shoestring fries, creamy frozen custard churned fresh daily. And with Freddy's famous friendly service, every visit is a treat. Order today on the Freddy's app, online at Freddy's.com, or visit a Freddy's location near you.
Hi, it's Scott Fransky. Philadelphia weather is relentless. The ice, the snow, the summer humidity. Your home's exterior can take a beating. What if your siding was made to stand strong through it all? Hardy fiber cement siding is engineered for our climate. It resists cracking in the freezing cold and won't swell in the summer heat. You get the timeless beauty of wood with lasting protection and low maintenance. Your home deserves the #1 brand of siding in North America. Learn more at jameshardy.com. That's jameshardy.com.
From Westchester to Doylestown, from Drexel Hill to Lansdale to Philly, we all look out for each other, stepping up to keep our communities going strong. And at Independence Blue Cross, we're here to keep you going strong. We've been deeply rooted in our communities for more than 85 years, and that connection to members has earned us our spot as the #1 health insurer in the region. So while you look out for your neighbors, know IBX is always looking out for you. Learn more at IBX.com.
Catch the action at Citizens Bank Park when the Phillies face the Marlins on Monday, June 15th and Tuesday, June 16th, both at 6:40, and Wednesday, June 17th at 1:05. Reel in tickets now at Phillies.com.
Stay tuned for the start of the game coming up next. And brought to you by Lissio's Bakery, proud partner of the Philadelphia Phillies. Lissio's Bakery, it all starts with the bread. And Phillies baseball, well, that starts now. Tonight's game is brought to you by Roto-Rooter. It's the top of the ninth, and wait a minute, there's a flood in the dugout.
Who tried to fix the pipes with chewing gum and hope? Call Roto-Rooter Stat. Our phone only calls the bullpen. Bring in the closer.
Time to shut down that leak. Get out of this jam.
And boom!
Swung on, bang toward third. Fielded, dropped by Zimmerman. Now he can't come up with it. It's in his jersey. It went in his jersey. He kept looking for the ball, and it stuck underneath one of the buttons into his jersey.
How did it do that?
Have you ever seen that?
No.
And what's the ruling? A base hit.
Byron Buxton DHing here for game one.
As Byron swings and launches high and deep to left center. Back it goes, and that is gone. Leadoff home run for Byron Buxton. 25th time he's done that in his great career. And the Twins answer back. It's a 1-1 game.
Well, Lugo's looking for weak contact. He did not get it there. Nice to see Buck get back in that home run column. Got a fastball he liked out over the plate.
So amazingly, Buxton strikes again.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game. Post-game. And everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Harper, Marsh, Bohm, Stott, Garcia, Crawford, and Marchand. And on the mound today for the Phillies will be 33-year-old right-hander Aaron Nola. A little mid-season resurgence the last few times out for Nola. He'll be tested today by a pretty good offensive club that they have a lineup loaded with lefties and gale force winds out to right field right now.
Yeah, it's not a good combo, but nothing that he can't handle. Except the starting pitcher scouting report. He's leaning on his knuckle curve a lot more and throwing more sinkers, fewer four seams. His change can be effective. I think he could probably throw that a little more, but he's not using that as much. And he has thrown a few more cutters, but the big key for him is commanding that fastball, and that's what's, I think, most important. And that's brought to you by SEPTA. SEPTA brings us all together.
Waiting on third base umpire Jim Wolf. I guess he's signing autographs down the line. I'm not sure what he's doing. Maybe arm wrestling somebody, perhaps.
Perhaps.
But he's ready to go now, and given the go-ahead is the plate umpire Alex McKay. Bright sunny day again, flags pointing left to right and at a pretty good clip as Antonacci stands in from the left side and his Team Italy teammate Aaron Nola delivers the first pitch of today's ball game. It's a little bit wide for ball one. 85 degrees as we're underway at 1:36. Larry,
right on time.
You got it.
Right on time, as usual.
1-0 pitch to Antonacci, and it's swung on, line to right center. That's a base hit. And Garcia will fire it back in. Antonacci taking a big turn. He'll head back to first.
All right, well, the keys to the game, let's get to that. I think it's offense needs to come through against some struggling pitchers, a couple of the opener and the follow-up pitcher. And I think the Nola needs to command the strike zone with all his pitches, and that's brought to you by James Hardy. Hardy Sidings, America's #1 brand of siding.
Here is Miguel Vargas, 243 average for Vargas. And he swings and drives one high in the air, right center field. Crawford on the run to the gap, still going over. Will reach out and make the catch. Antonacci drifting back to first base. Crawford kind of striding and gliding along, if you will, into right center to make that grab just on the edge of the track. And there's out number one. White Sox can be an aggressive ball club at the plate.
Yep. Now that pitch was down, but it was middle of the plate. The first two pitches to Antonacci were both belt high.
Here is Andrew Benintendi, 1 for 5 in the series with an RBI. The pitch, swing and a miss. And he starts him with a curveball, outer part of the plate. Nola's 13th start of the season. 3-4 record, a .555 earned run average. Antonacci leads at first. And the pitch, it's taken just off the plate away. Antonacci does have 8 stolen bases over there. Nola can be certainly slow and deliberate to the plate.
That time he did a little slide step, though.
Rafael Marchand has been unbelievably good.
Yeah.
Throwing to the bases. 1-1 the count. And he's going. And the pitch is swung on and tapped foul. No. Oh, it is a foul ball. As Marchand tried to jump out there and field it. See if he couldn't get it into fair territory, but they'll send Antonacci back to first base.
He popped out of there in a hurry. But the home plate umpire, Alex McKay, jumped out as well to see where that ball was and said it was foul. Not so sure.
It looked like it was right over the plate, right?
Yeah, it did.
1-2 the count, and a throw over to first. Antonacci dives back in. Harper's at first, Stott at second. Turner, the shortstop, shading up the middle against the left-hand batter. Alec Boehm over at third base. He's back and up the line. Outfield, same as yesterday. Marsh, Crawford, and Garcia, left, center, and right. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nola, the high set. And he'll throw over to first again, and Antonacci is back again, and might be off and running now with 2 disengagements in the books. And working on the grounds over there at first base.
You give Harper a rake.
One and two the count. And the runner goes. And the pitch is ripped deep but foul out of play down the right side. Now, I'm sure he, at some point in his baseball life, high school, whatnot, had to get the rake out and rake the infield and help out, keep the field going. Think he's ever raked leaves?
No.
I mean, he grew up in Vegas, right? He's not.
Maybe rake some rocks. A lot of the lawns are based on rocks out there.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Big lead, runner's not going, swing and a miss. Benintendi tried to check. It was a cutter. And Benintendi couldn't hold off. Strikeout for Nola, his first.
Cut her up a little bit and didn't, I don't know if it cut a whole lot, but fooled Benintendi.
So 2 down. Here's Colson Montgomery. The runner still at first base. Montgomery. The pitch. He takes. There's a strike called. 0-1 the count. Breaking ball. 16 homers, including 1 yesterday. 38 runs batted in for the 24-year-old Indiana native. Turner playing straight up the middle. They played a pull both infield and outfield against Montgomery, and the pitch is up high from Nola. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Phillies back in the cream-colored unis today. The day game alternate home uniforms. Red bill on that blue cap. The red P on the front. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Another curveball there from Nola. Right on the outside corner at the knees.
His curveball's been down at the knees, but that's the only pitch he's thrown at the knees, other than the fly ball to Crawford off of the bat of Vargas. Everything else has been about thigh to belt high.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Nola ready. The runner stops. The pitch is smashed past Harper and down the right field line and headed towards the corner. Garcia along the sidewall picks it out. Antonacci going around third, skids to a stop as they put the stop sign up. The double by Montgomery, as that one was hit sharply past Harper for the double. His 12th of the year, and it'll bring up Chase Mydroth.
There's another sinker, inner half, belt high, which it's not going to sink when it's belt high.
Here's Mydroth, 275 average, 5 homers. Nola still out of the stretch here, kicks and delivers, and the pitch is a breaking ball down low. Harper plays way off the line here against the right-hand batter. 3 for 9 in the series with a run batted in. White Sox, who scored 4 in the first yesterday. 1-0. Breaking ball, that's a strike. Poised to try to get on the board first again here today. Mostly blue skies directly overhead, a few clouds off in the distance. And Nola looks at third, now deals. And the pitch is way outside. Nola, who has gone now 3 consecutive starts without issuing a walk. Against the Reds, the Padres, and again the Padres. This is a different hitting ball club today.
Yeah.
2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Now, they're not a team that will walk a whole lot in the first place, but they like to get up there and hack.
That they do.
They're 5th in the league in OPS, 3rd in the league in homers hit. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nola set, checks on the runners, and now delivers. Swing and a miss, struck him out, curveball. My draw falls to a knee, waving and missing at that. Curveball from Nola. So a couple of strikeouts in the first, couple of hits as well. 2 left. We'll go to the bottom of the first. It's the White Sox 0 and the Phillies coming up.
You can feel the excitement of Phillies baseball at Citizens Bank Park. The energy on the field, the passion in the stands, and the heartbeat of a city that moves with each pitch. At Citizens, we're more than just...
How does one of baseball's most celebrated plays connect to one of baseball's most notorious curses? Through a cross-country move, an earthquake, and the Men of Steel? Find out on Hall of Fame Connections.
It was a defensive play so iconic that we simply call it the catch.
This is the glove Willie Mays had when he made that catch. This is great.
But let me touch it for a second.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oakland pitcher Dave Stewart was named the World Series MVP.
It really comes from like the kings of Siam would give their courtiers white elephants, which were sacred animals, and they'd be too expensive again to maintain. Would put them into financial ruin.
They need to know this story. That's amazing.
Nobody could steal a base like Ricky.
I'm the greatest of all time. Thank you.
So imagine making steals in these stuff.
So these are Thai Cubs,
These
please.
are Thai Cubs.
So what I want to know is, were they ever swabbed for the DNA of opposing pitchers?
Roberts is no stranger to stolen bases himself.
That's what makes him special, is that everybody knew he was going to steal.
Roberts is going. Safe.
You know what they say? One great play deserves another.
Catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv and discover your own connections to the game at baseballhall.org.
Using a sinker 37% of the time, averages 90, followed by a sweeper 33%, cutter 19%, and a four-seam 9%. He's only thrown one split, which apparently he does have, but he's only used it once in his 2 2/3 innings of pitching. And that's brought to you by SEPTA. SEPTA brings us all together.
And before seeing a pitch, it's a 1-0 count on Kyle Schwarber as Tyler Gilbert delivers. The pitch swung on, hit on one hop to second. Meidroth is right there to scoop it up, throw out Schwarber. So much for that. As Meidroth, or rather Gilbert, had thrown his last warm-up pitch after the 30-second countdown clock had started, which is a no-no, apparently.
That's a new one.
So 1 out. Here's Trey Turner. No score, bottom of the first. Turner just 1 for 7 in the series with a couple of walks. Gilbert kicks and deals in the pitch. It's outside. Gilbert, who was originally drafted by the Phillies in 2015, 6th round. He's had quite a journey through baseball. Last year was with the White Sox, was a pretty stable member of their bullpen, the 1-0. It's in there for a strike, albeit with probably a few more walks than you would like.
Right.
But he got into a total of 46 games for them with a 3.88 earned run average, the 1-1. Swing and a ground ball just foul past third, pardon me.
A lot of talk has been about the right-handed bats getting going against left-handed pitching, but I don't think any right-handed bat is more important than this one. Where he's at in the order, Trey Turner, after leading the league in average last year, struggling this year.
1-2, and that's up high. Gilbert, who never got a big league opportunity, at least the first go-around for the Phillies, ended up getting traded to the Dodgers for Kyle Garlick. 2020, right before spring training and right before COVID. The 2-2 misses up and away. It's 3-2, and he ended up not pitching at all during 2020 as he wasn't part of the what do you call the alternate site that they had for the Dodgers.
That trade kind of leaves a bad taste in your mouth.
3-2. Swung on, lined hard to left, and Antonacci, I don't know that he got a great read, has it go over his head. Turner's trying for 2. The throw is over second base and picked up by the first baseman Gonzalez as Trey Turner with a line drive double through the teeth of that wind.
And it was a rocket. Antonacci had no chance. I mean, even if he went back right away, that ball was hit so hard and so much on the line, he just couldn't get back there. Played it well off the wall, but then just threw it in wildly to the pitcher's mound.
Here's Harper with a runner in scoring position, and the pitch from Gilbert is going to be inside for ball 1. So instead of playing baseball that 2020 summer, he did electrical work with his father. And was throwing at his high school with his old coach just to keep his arm in shape. Pitch, breaking ball, that's up and in. And it's 2-0. He ended up getting released by the Dodgers, picked up by the Diamondbacks, and the next time we saw Tyler Gilbert, he got promoted to the big leagues, and he threw a no-hitter in his first career start. 2-0. Breaking ball, that one drops in for a strike, and it's 2-1 to Bryce.
Go figure.
Yeah. Phillies ended up having him as their property again, and mostly at Lehigh Valley, but that was during the 24 season. 2-1. Harper swings and misses.
Yeah, he's not going to blow you away. That fastball, 91, might top out at maybe 92.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Gilbert looks back at second. Here's the pitch. Harper swings and fouls it away. Harper 2 for 7 in this series with a walk. A couple of strikeouts. Comes into the game batting .260 for the year with 14 homers. No score, bottom of the first. Gilbert ready, and the pitch. Harper swings and blasts it right field, and it's on its way, and leaping at the wall. It comes off the top of the wall, maybe just out of the glove of Nishida. Turner, who had to wait to make sure it would fall in, comes in to score, and Harper's into second with an absolute rope of a double.
Nishida almost came up with that, or it certainly looked like it, but then came down, and I don't know, he got the ball into the second baseman.
Nishida, who is listed at 5'6". I mean, he got some ups.
Yeah, he did.
To try to make the play on that, and I think it might have been, it certainly was near the glove, if not in it. Yeah, I think it was in it, and then the glove bent back on the chain link fencing in front of the scoreboard, and the ball flips out, so he never had control of it.
And got it into Meidroth, but he didn't do anything with it. He just stood there as Turner's rounding third.
Here's a first pitch breaking ball to Brandon Mars, so that'll be the 11th double of the year for Harper and his 37th run batted in.
I think there would have been a play at the plate had Meidroth just turned and thrown to the plate.
The pitch, swing and a miss. They've got the righty up in the bullpen, so this may be the last batter here for Tyler Gilbert. It's for the second day in a row they go with an opener. The stretch, and a 0-2. That's outside. Now, they do have 4 lefties in their bullpen normally, and Gilbert is one of them, but you wonder if they might be down a couple of left-handers today, with Eisert having pitched in both games already, and Newcomb throwing 29 pitches yesterday.
Right.
1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Marsh goes down on strikes to Gilbert. There's the second out, and here comes Will Venable, and he's going to make a pitching change. This pitching change brought to you by Pennington Grass Seed, official partner of the Phillies grounds crew. We're in the bottom of the first. Phillies with an early 1-0 lead. We're back in a moment on the Phillies Radio Network.
Ever tried pork tenderloin on the grill? Yeah, it's a game changer. This summer, surprise everyone at the cookout with Hatfield marinated pork tenderloins. Juicy, flavor-packed, and made for the grill. It's the easy way to bring something new to the table. No prep, just great taste every time. From first flip to last bite, Hatfield makes grilling simple. Find recipes and a store near you at simplyhatfield.com.
Turns out a minor tune-up to the Dodgers lineup may have Mookie Betts firing on all cylinders.
It's gone! There's the feel, there's the results.
Dave Roberts decided to give Mookie a new perspective on Tuesday, dropping him from his usual two-hole down to the cleanup spot for the first time since 2017. Safe to say, Mookie's slumbering bat woke up.
And this ball is gone, a home run, as Mookie announces he is back.
Betts went atomic against the Rockies, launching 2 homers and driving in 5.
Well, Betts in that cleanup spot, and that's exactly what he's been doing with runs. He's been cleaning them up.
And hey, shout out Andy Pajes. He shifted up into the 2 spot, racked up 4 hits, and extended his MLB leading RBI total. The Dodgers have been winning and are on top in the NL West, but getting Mookie Betts back to his old self makes their chances at a three-peat look a whole lot better.
They say it's a game of numbers, pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Esto es flow mayor.
Bank Park on this Sunday afternoon. Tom Kelly is our engineer in the booth. Francisco Rojas back at our studios. Phillies with a 1-0 lead here. And the White Sox go to who was their originally scheduled starter, David Sandlin. Rookie this year for the Sox, making his 3rd appearance in the big leagues. First pitch to Alec Boehm is in the dirt. Blocked there by Drew Romo, does the catching. Gonzalez at first, Mydroth at second, Montgomery the shortstop, and Vargas at third.
Only had 2 starts so far, 10 innings for him, 9 hits, 9 runs, a couple of home runs, 4 walks.
1-0 the count. Sandlin deals, and the pitch swung on and missed.
And has struck out 8 opponents, hitting .237 off him, but 9 runs in the 10 innings and 4 walks. Neither of those numbers real good.
1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch, that's down low. He faced the same team in both starts. He came up, faced the Twins on the 27th of May, and was electric. He was 6 innings, 1 run. It was a homer. That was the only hit he gave up. Didn't walk anybody. Here's the 2-1, and we'll wait as Sandlin turns. And perhaps the Twins saw something in that start. They made some adjustments because they saw him 5 days later, and they scored 8 times on him in 4 innings. Ooh. 2-1 the count to Boehm. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul back. Harper's out at second base. Phillies are up 1-0. Boehm a .218 average with 7 homers. He hit 1 yesterday. Two balls, 2 strikes. They'll play Boehm the other way in the outfield. And the righty's pitch. Breaking ball down and away. Three and 2 the count on Alec Boehm. And the pitch. Swung on, fouled away. Stott waiting in the on-deck circle. Sandlin came into the year as the number 10 prospect in the White Sox system. According to Baseball America, a little bit lower on the list. Some other services. 3-2 again. And it's outside, ball 4. Boehm takes the walk.
Well, Phillies fans, you have one goal. That's to be there on Tuesday, June 16th at 6:40 when the Phillies face the Marlins. All fans score a State Farm Phillies soccer scarf. Snag tickets now at Phillies.com.
You got some soccer fever, Larry? You can juiced about the World Cup?
I'm just beside myself, filled with excitement.
Yep.
No.
Here's Bryson Stott. And the pitch to Stott. Check swing, and it'll go foul down the third base side.
Sand and four seam, curveball, cutter, sweeper, change, sinker. Mostly four seam, curveball, and cutter.
Time called by the catcher, Drew Romo. Sandlin listed at 6'4", 215. The pitch, and it's down low. He was born in Missouri, but he grew up in Oklahoma, Owasso, Oklahoma.
What'd you call me?
Yep, you heard me.
Average is just over 97 on his fastball. He can get it up there.
1-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Swung on, pop foul. This will go back and out of play.
Tell you what, with this wind, I wouldn't be surprised if it came back into play. It is galing from right to left.
Or left to right.
Yeah, that too. It's going that way for those of you that are watching on radio.
Use your QR code and scan it now. The 1-2 pitch. It's fouled away on the left side of the stadium.
That's over here. It's where the wind's coming from, that direction, and going the other way.
Owasso. The 1-2. And it's popped up, foul, third base side. Maybe a play now. Vargas going over near the netting, reaching out. It's just out of his reach. He hit that railing along beyond the camera well, and it was just out of his reach. He comes away limping a little bit. I wonder if his foot hit the bottom part, the base of the railing. It's padded, but there's some metal down there at the bottom.
That was headed about 15 rows into the seats and came back quite a bit.
Still 1-2. Sandlin deals, and the pitch swung on and missed. That ball down to the dirt. Stott strikes out for the final out of the inning. Phillies get 1 run on 2 hits. They leave 2 men aboard, and we'll go to the second. Phillies 1 and the White Sox nothing.
For more than 30 years, NovaCare Rehabilitation has been the Delaware Valley's hometown leader in physical therapy, hand therapy, and sports medicine. As the preferred provider of physical therapy to the Phillies, NovaCare is proud to be part of the healing journey of so many Phillies fans. Their clinical experts will
Te encantan los jugadores. Te encanta el juego.
¡Y se fue!
Ahora puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas, jerseys autografiados y más, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores agregados toda la temporada. Cada artículo es autenticado por MLB para asegurar que lo que llega directamente a tu hogar es original. ¿Quieres una parte del juego? Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Ewing coming over toward right center, dives, makes the catch. A.J. Ewing, another Superman dive.
Arroyo on the spin, smother, got him! Oh, what a play in his big league debut.
Mount Hamilton over the shoulder, makes the catch. Coming on Hernandez into a slide, and he's got it.
On the ground, up the middle, Lee flags it down, glove flip, no way. Yes, sir!
On the ground towards the middle, nice play. Lopez, Berger the stretch. Nicky Lopez flashing the leather.
Bounce to third, Stewart, great backhand against the grain, long throw, got him! Oh, the best play we have seen in the bigs from Sal Stewart at third base. And what a rolling grab by Jorge Barrosa. Barrosa's got another one. Jorge Barrosa. Mason gives ground, slides, scoops, fires.
Oh, Fundy goes behind the back. And look at what I Fundy.
Line to shallow center. Ewing coming on, dives forward, makes another catch to end the inning.
Yesterday, the first of his career. And it was a long one, way up into the second deck in right field. Off of Andrew Painter. First pitch, hooked foul down the first base side. First pitch changeup. Gonzalez, Peters, and Romo do up here against Nola. He's trying to pitch the Phillies to a series win.
You showed a replay of that home run yesterday. That was probably 10 rows deep into that second section.
It was a ways up.
Way up.
The pitch. Breaking ball, and that is low, and he did stop the swing. The Phillies have not won a series against a team not named the Padres since they were in Pittsburgh and swept the Pirates in that 3-game series. Here's the windup, 1-1. Up and in. They lost series to the Reds, the Guardians, swept the Padres, lost a series to the Dodgers, swept the Padres. And now 1-1 to the White Sox. The 2-1 breaking ball. There's a strike.
Be a good one to win before heading out of the country.
No last-minute change of plans. You're still not coming, right?
No. As much as I'd love to.
You don't have to start lying.
Okay.
The pitch. It's up high. Count is full, 3 balls, 2 strikes.
But it'll be another test going up to Toronto and then Milwaukee, who's playing really well.
Three balls, 2 strikes. The windup by Nola in the pitch. That's down and in. It's ball 4. Nola has never gone more than 3 straight starts without walking a batter, and he won't do it here.
Yeah.
That'll bring up the center fielder, Tristan Peters. Peters, who's been hitting the ball hard in this series. Former 7th round pick. He is a native of Canada as he takes a strike. 0-1.
Bowman on the grass at third. He can bunt, he can run.
Nola delivers, and the pitch is down low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Peters, born in Winkler in Manitoba. Ended up going to community college in the States and then on to Southern Illinois. 1-1. Swung on, hit in the air, deep right center field. Long run, Crawford, he's not going to get it. It is off the top of the wall. It's in play. Gonzalez coming into third base. He'll stop there. It's a double for Peters. Tristan Peters with his 3rd double of this series. And the White Sox in business to answer back here. With nobody out, they've got runners at 2nd and 3rd here in the 2nd.
Well, that's been a major problem for the Phils of late, too, is just the shutdown inning, scoring a run and keeping that other team off the board in the next half of inning has been a problem. Nice job by Justin Crawford in center, playing that off the wall perfectly, getting it in, leaving the 2 runners out there.
Phillies will play the infield back in all 4 spots against the catcher Drew Romo, and the pitch to Romo, swing and a miss. Romo hitting 171, but he does have 5 homers in 70 at-bats. So he does have some pop, but just 3 for his last 22 as he stands in here. Phillies will concede the run here with nobody out. The 0-1 pitch. And a swing and a miss.
Good curveball there, down, and has him well out in front, chasing it.
Sox again wear their black uniform tops today. And now the Phillies are going to bring the infield, draw it in, and Romo asks for time. Phillies have the left side, and, well, really everybody but Harper even with the bags. Harper's just behind the base at first with the left-hand hitter. 0-2, Nola deals, and the pitch. Curveball popped in the air, center field. Getting under it is Crawford. He will make the catch. Runner at third tagging. He's coming home. The throw is going to third. And that will tie the game. A sacrifice fly for Romo. And it's a 1-1 ball game.
Well, that's one where you kind of hope to get the punch out there, but unable to do that. Crawford wisely throws to third, keeping that runner at second. He wasn't going to get the guy at the plate.
That'll bring up Riku Nishida. Nishida, 6 for 27 since getting called up. Left-hand batter again. Bohm is in on the grass against him in the pitch. He squared the bunt and took the pitch that just missed. 1-0 the count.
Well, Tyler Gilbert's off the hook.
Yeah. 1-0 the pitch. It's outside. The opener works to perfection again. Yeah. You win some, you lose some, I guess.
That's kind of how it goes.
2-0 count. The pitch. Breaking ball. That's in for a strike. We got Antonacci waiting on deck. Time called by Nishida. Nishida, who hails from Japan. He's from Osaka. But ended up going to college in the States. He, in fact, kind of goes a different route than most native Japanese ball players, in which they go play in Japan first. But he actually came to the States and first started at a junior college before transferring to Oregon. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. And it's 2-2. Nishida started his college career at Mount Hood Community College. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. It's fouled away. Now, that's where you went to learn refrigeration repair, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because, like, it's close to the mountains.
Yeah.
It's cold there. Like in the winter, anyway.
You'd like a cold fridge.
Yes.
2-2 pitch. And a broken bat, one hopper towards short, backhand Turner. He's got it, throws to first. It's late. Nishida beats it out. Nishida coming out of the left-hand batter's box, and he knew he had a chance to beat that out. He barely hit it, broke his bat, absolutely destroyed the lumber.
Got down there in a hurry.
It'll be a base hit. And they're on the corners now. And Antonacci coming up. And we'll see how the Phillies set up defensively here. You've got good speed if you're the White Sox. Peters at third, Nishida at first. And the pitch to Antonacci is in there for a called strike. He had a base hit his first time up. Inning started with a leadoff walk. Never usually leads to very good things.
Nope. And it hasn't.
Phillies up the middle. They're going to try to turn 2. Bohm is even with the bag at third. 15 feet off the line. Harper, of course, holds the runner at first. Nola stretches the pitch. And that missed down and away.
Change up.
Antonacci, who played for Team Italy, just like Aaron Nola in the World Baseball Classic. 1-1. Ground ball through the right side. That's a base hit. In to score is Peters. Stopping at second is Nishida. And it's a 2-1 White Sox lead on a base hit to right by Antonacci.
Hey, you got the curveball there, and it's pretty easy, I think, to go up there and just sit on the curveball because that's the only pitch he's throwing for a strike.
And here comes Caleb Cotham. Yeah, and it's a good curveball, of course.
Yep.
He gets lots of swing and miss from it, but if you're planning to just sit on it and go after that pitch and that pitch only, makes it a little bit easier to handle.
And that's partly because he just, I don't know if he doesn't trust his fastball or just can't command it. He can't command it down in the zone, out of the middle.
Well, we've seen him recently start to utilize his sinker a little bit more than his four-seamer. His four-seamer almost like a sneak attack at times, but today he's thrown twice as many four-seamers as sinkers, but he's thrown more curveballs than both of those combined.
He can't get either. The sinker, he generally throws belt high, thigh high. And if you can't throw that at the knees, there's no sense in throwing it.
Here's Miguel Vargas, who flied out deep to right center his first time up. 2 on, 1 out, and a pitch. And that's a curveball, and it misses down and away. Vargas, 15 homers, 41 runs batted in. The pitch way outside and in the dirt, and it's 2-0. Nola looks at second. Nishida dancing off the bag. Now the pitch. Vargas takes, breaking ball low. See whether or not Miguel Vargas has a green light here. Three and 0. The pitch. Fastball strike called. Three balls, 1 strike. The pitch. Swing and a high fly right field, not deep. And Garcia, fighting the sun a bit, is under it. He will make the catch. And the runners hold. Second out of the inning. And that'll bring up the DH, Andrew Benintendi.
And that was one of the very few sinkers I've seen in the last 3 starts that was down. That was down at the knees, outside corner. Not much you can do with that.
Benintendi, the batter. And the pitch to him. He takes, it's a strike called on a first pitch changeup. And that was challengeable, I think, for Benintendi, but he decides not to. Although trying to work his way through this second and limit the damage already done. The pitch, swing and a bounding ball towards second, charging Stott, gloves it, throws to first, he got him, and the side's retired. But 2 runs home on 3 hits. A walk and 2 left. We'll go to the bottom of the second, 2-1 White Sox.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Delivery and a comebacker. There's the good athleticism. He throws the glove to first for the out. The ball was stuck in his glove. What an intelligent play by El Duque.
That reminds me of Terry Mulholland 12 years ago against the New York Mets.
And it's a good reminder for all you youngsters out there, if you're going to catch a glove with a ball wedged into it, use 2 hands like Tino Martinez did.
All your favorite games games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the ultimate mystery player challenge, and Immaculate Grip, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Smell gas? Call 215-235-1212. PGW, fueling the future.
Adolis Garcia will lead off for the Phils, who trail 2-1 here in the home half of the second inning. Garcia, Crawford, and Marchand due up as Garcia takes the first pitch from David Sandlin for a strike. 0-1 the count. Garcia, 203 average with 6 homers. He takes time out. It's been a good homestand for Garcia, one that began not with an off day, but with the bagging the off day in favor of some extra BP at the ballpark. 0-1. That's a strike called on the inside corner. And he's got a hit in every game, 5 of them, 6 for 18 on the homestand. 0-2 the count. Sandlin deals, and the pitch is a breaking ball. It's down and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. He's got a couple of homers on the homestand, including one in this series on Friday night. Sandlin with a 1-2 pitch, and it missed outside. 2-2. Sandlin, who came into the game with an 8.10 ERA in his 2 starts, had a little bit of a forearm injury coming out of spring training. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and Garcia nearly falling down, taking a hack at that one.
Threw that one right by him. Well, interesting matchup on the mound around the league. The Nats, Cade Cavalli, 3-3 with a 3.62 ERA, goes against Mike Soroka of Arizona, who is 7-3 with a 3.49. It's brought to you by Meineke, brakes, tires, batteries, and complete auto care by trusted local experts.
Here's Justin Crawford. He takes the first pitch for a strike. 0-1 the count. Sandlin was kind of working his way back while on minor league rehab. Here's a liner in the left. That'll be a base hit for Crawford. A hard line drive swing, and that's the first hit allowed by Sandlin.
Good to see that. Well, you'll have a blast at the postgame Xfinity fireworks shows at Citizens Bank Park after the Phils host the Pirates Tuesday, June 30th, Wednesday, July 1st, both at 6:40. Visit Phillies.com to purchase tickets today.
It's going to bring up Rafael Marchand. Marchand comes into the game 0.94 with the average. Crawford leading at first, the pitch, and it's in there for a strike. Marchand just 2 hits in his last 25 at-bats, and those at-bats are coming very infrequently. Time called as Sandlin will step off. That's one disengagement. Two to one, White Sox lead it. Sandlin with the pitch. It's very high to Marchand. 1-1 the count. Most of his minor league appearances working his way back to full health. We're in the 2 to 4 inning range, just kind of stretching it out a little bit. 1-1 the pitch. Swung on, hit hard and deep, right field, and Nishida going back. He turns, it's gone. And Rafael Marchand has put the Phillies back on top. It's his second home run of the season. It's a 2-run shot. It's a 3-2 Phillies lead. And that ball landed about 2 feet from a guy wearing a Marchand jersey.
How about that?
And there can't be many of those in the stadium
I
today.
would not think so. I'll tell you what, the wind did not help that one. That was a bullet off the bat. Belt high fastball, and boy, did he put a nice swing on that. Got to feel good for that young man.
Here is Schwarber, and he swings and misses at the first one. 0-1 the count. Boy, Rafael Marchand, he really hammered that one. The pitch sure did. That's way inside. The 1-1. And that's up and away. And I haven't seen the replay, but I'm pretty certain I saw it live. A guy running from the chair onto the aisle, and he was wearing a Marchand 12 jersey. So he's had it a while. He was swinging a foul back and out of play. Marchand, of course, wears number 13 now. As the man at the plate right here, Kyle Schwarber, wearing number 12 these days. Here's the windup by Sandlin and the 2-2. And it's down and in.
I tell you what, he hammered that ball.
Yeah. Three-two pitch to Schwarber, and he rips it deep but foul. Way out in front of that, there's a curveball from Sandlin. Schwarber asks for a timeout. Here's the wide of the pitch, and it's up high. That's ball 4.
Second walk for Sandlin.
We'll bring up Trey Turner.
Understandable, young pitcher. Give up a home run, and then you get the home run leader coming up.
First pitch to Trey is a breaking ball. It's in for a strike. Schwarber short lead at first. The pitch. Turner, a wave and a miss. A sword. Yeah, the kids call it. 0-2. Turner, who doubled his first time up and would score on a double by Harper. Phillies 4 hits so far, 3 of them extra base hits. The pitch. It's up high. One ball, 2 strikes to count. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Big breaking ball, and Turner down on strikes.
Phil struck out, what, 15?
Only 15.
Yesterday. They got 4 here now in 2 innings. 1 2/3.
And here comes Harper. Harper doubled off the right field wall, just out of the reach of a leaping Nishida in right field. And the pitch swung on, fouled back. If Nishida was 5'7" or 5'8" instead of 5'6", he probably makes that catch.
Yep.
Oh, we've got some wind-prevented homer action on the telecast. The pitch, it's up high. It says the wind deflection, 18 degrees. It knocked the ball down into the wall. Okay. Off the bat, I thought it was gone, and I'm pretty sure Harper did too, because he had to hustle into second. 1-1. It's up high.
So they can figure that.
2 balls and a strike. Harper now asks for a timeout. They play Montgomery, the shortstop, straight up the middle. Sandlin kicks and deals, and the pitch swung on and missed. And it's 2-2. That's a curveball.
He's throwing those a lot down at the feet of the left-handed hitter. He's got some swings out of it.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Sandlin deals. Runner goes. The pitch is grounded past the mound. Montgomery comes in to scoop it. His throw to first. He's in time to get Harper. And that will do it for the Phillies. But 2 runs across on 2 hits, including the Marchand home run. 1 man left. We'll go to the third. It's 3-2 Phillies.
Why does the house still feel humid? The AC's running.
The house feels heavy and sticky, and no matter how much I adjust the thermostat, I'm still uncomfortable.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game. Post-game. And everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
$15 and over, take home a men's cap. Secure your seats now at Phillies.com. We go to the third inning, and it's 3-2. Phillies lead it. Aaron Nola, second straight inning. He's been given a 1-run lead. We'll see how he handles this one. He starts with a backdoor breaking ball, curve that misses outside. 1-0 the count. To Colson Montgomery. It'll be Montgomery, Meidroth, and Gonzalez due up. Nola winds the 1-0, and that's in there for a called strike. Any discussion of the White Sox with Phil's manager Don Mattingly immediately turns to Colson Montgomery. Says he's a really good hitter. He's known him for a while. He's a good kid and hail from the same basic part of the state of Indiana. 1-1. Down low. Montgomery has been helpful in an event, a charity event during the off seasons in recent years. That Don is a part of. Two balls, 1 strike. And Nola's pitch. Check swing, did he? They ask at third. No swing, says Jim Wolf.
I personally don't know him, but he seems like a good kid. I mean, a good player.
Yeah.
Certainly.
This will be Nola's 50th pitch of the day. Coming up here to Montgomery to start the third inning. 3-1. And Nola's pitch missed inside, and for the second inning in a row with a 1-run lead, Nola has walked the leadoff batter. And of all the things that get under Aaron's skin, that is certainly one of them. But he just doesn't have the same command he's had the last few times out. At least not yet today. Here's Chase Meidroth. pitch. Starts him with a strike called, a sinker.
Good one. But that's something, if he could do that consistently, what a difference it would make for Nola.
Oh, 1. And that one missed down and away. That was a cutter that was basically in the dirt and essentially non-competitive there. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. Breaking ball, and it's bounced foul, third base side. Meidroth, who came from Boston as part of the big Garrett Crochet trade. He's the only one currently in the big leagues for that deal. 1-2 pitch, and it missed outside. Kyle Teal is another one who would be here, but he's injured right now. Two balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Ground ball towards third. Bohm takes the second hop, feeds second. There's one on to first, not in time. Little trouble for Bohm to get the ball out of his glove. Was still going to be tough either way, but
that was a quick turn by Stott, though. He just stood there, flat-footed. He had to be on the bag when the throw got there, but got rid of it in a hurry.
Now to bring up the first baseman, Jacob Gonzalez. You got back-to-back lefties here, and one of them drew a walk, the other doubled. The first time through against Aaron. And Meidroth and Alan Porter talking about something. Porter, the crew chief and first base ump. And whatever it is, Meidroth doesn't seem too happy with it. And now, they're calling a pitch clock violation on Gonzalez, the hitter, because of something Meidroth was doing at first base. And Venable is trying to get an explanation.
Pitch clock violation on the runner. The batter will start with an 0-1 count.
How about that?
There's 2 I've never seen before. Or never heard of before.
0-1 the count on Gonzalez, the pitch. And that's a called strike. To start the game, the opener, Kyle Gilbert, was issued a pitch clock violation because he threw his last warm-up pitch after the time had expired. 0-2 pitch, and it's up high. And here we get a strike charged on the batter because of something the runner was doing. One, 2. Curveball missed outside. Something funny about Meidroth in that trade with Boston for Garrett Crochet. Garrett Crochet in 2025 was facing the White Sox. 2-2 pitch. And it's a curve on the outside corner for a called third strike. And that was the debut weekend for Meidroth. He had finally been called to the big leagues. And Crochet was throwing a no-hitter over the White Sox, and it was Meidroth who broke up the no-hit bid.
About that.
Big strikeout there for Nola, and that'll bring up Peters. Tell you what, Peters has been a really difficult out for the Phillies. He's 5 for 9 with 3 doubles. And now time called as Alex McKay, the plate umpire, runs out to grab a wrapper, some sort of trash that was blowing across the field. This one's got quite a pace to it so far, don't you think, Larry?
Yeah, yep. Mm-hmm.
There's the pitch to Peters. It's in the dirt. A certain crispness to it.
Fortunately, it's a day game, so the lights may not come into play.
No, but at this rate, the shadows might.
Well, that's a point.
1-0. The stretch. Long pause, now the pitch. Fouled back, coming right down below us. Oh, what a catch. What a catch by this kid down here. Right in front of our booth.
Wow. Barehanded.
Caught it with the left hand right in front of the nose of his buddy next to him.
I need a golf clap for that.
The kid next to him was going to wear that. Yeah. I mean, he was going to wear it. As the pitch is fouled back.
It's like DoorDash is bringing him a new hand.
What's in the bag, ma'am? It's ice. Throw over to first. It's an ice pack. One ball, two strikes on Peters. The stretch by Nola. And the pitch. Swung on, lifted in the air, left field line. Bohm racing out into left field, and Marsh coming over, and nobody gets it. It falls. It's a fair ball.
Oh, no.
And Meidroth's coming around third. He's going to be waved to the plate. He'll score. And now into third is Peters.
Put a 10 around it.
And it's 3-3.
Are you kidding me?
It'll be a double and a run batted in, the way they score it.
How do you get to third on a fielder's choice?
I mean, Bohm kind of peeled off. I don't know if Marsh called him off. It certainly looked that way, the way Bohm took a left turn. That's a ball that I think on a less windy day is going to be out foul and out of play. However, the pitch to Romo is down low for ball one. Didn't have a good look to it.
Well, Marsh went down to pick it up barehanded, but he's looking at the runner, so he never saw the ball, and it went right by his hand. So then he had to go back and get it. That allowed him to score.
Next pitch, that's inside.
Then wherever the throw was coming in, allowed the runner to go from second to third. Well, this defense has not been good.
2-0 count. Here's the pitch. And that one's in for a strike. 2-1. Romo had a sacrifice fly to drive it a run. It's first time up. 2-1 pitch. And it's hooked down the right field line, but it's foul. Out in front of the curveball. Still 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nola, 67 pitches. 40 strikes, 27 balls. Now time called by the hitter, Romo. Two and two. Nola kicks and delivers, and the pitch is hit in the air to left. Marsh coming in over towards the line, now backing out, and he'll make the catch for the final out. Sox score a run as the leadoff walk hurts again. 1 hit in the inning, 1 left. We'll go to the bottom of the third. It's 3-3.
Hey, Phillies fans! SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the Phillies, meaning SeatGeek is...
I'm Jonathan Mayo, and for more than 20 years, I've traced the path of baseball's rising stars, navigating the back roads of the national pastime and basking in the glow of small-town America's spirit, where the team is woven into the fabric of everyday life, where it's more than just a game. It's a celebration of the people, the traditions, and the culture that give these places their soul. This is Grassroots.
Well, remember Marte in the opener here Monday launched that 2-run homer. Marte! There it goes! He's done it again! Get in there, Kittel. His second career walk-off home run and his second this year.
It was May 19th. He walked off the Giants with a long ball, and that one was hammered 431 feet. 113 off the bat. Bang! Talk about a no-doubter.
On the fun at Capital One All-Star Village. Test your skills, grab Philly bites, and meet legends. July 11th to the 14th at the Pennsylvania Convention Center. Get tickets at allstargame.com. MLB trademarks used with permission.
Start spreading the news. It'll be a big weekend for baseball when the Phils host the Yankees on Friday, July 24th at 6:45, Saturday, July 25th at 6:05, Sunday the 26th at 7:20. Get tickets now at Phillies.com.
Brandon Marsh leading off for the Phils here against David Sandlin. 3-3 ball game, bottom of the third inning already. First pitch is outside. 1 ball and no strikes. It's like a pre-pitch clock sort of pace. 1-0. Swung on, hooked hard but foul. First base side. And it's 1-1 to Brandon, who struck out his first time up against the opener Gilbert. Tyler Gilbert charged with 1 run in his 2/3 of an inning. The pitch. Swung on, lined in the air, left center. It's pretty deep. On the run, Antonacci at the wall, and it is gone. And Brandon Marsh has homered again. Third straight game with a home run for Marsh, this time opposite field, and the Phillies are back in front. It's 4-3.
Don't let those flags fool you that are just blowing the, I don't know what the word is, a lot from left to right, but there's also an area in that left center field alley when the wind's blowing that way that will help the ball go that way. Doesn't sound normal, but it is.
8th homer for Brandon Marsh, and his 3rd straight game with a shot. Here's Bohm, and he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
Kind of make up for that miscue last inning in that left field line.
Here's the windup, the 0-1 pitch, and Bohm takes. That's down and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. Alec walked his first time up. He was the first batter that Sandlin faced. The pitch. Swung on, popped in the air. Down the right field line, Nishida racing over into foul ground. That'll be off the screen. And a foul ball.
Foul ball?
That's right, Larry. We got a foul ball. One ball, 2 strikes. Bohm back to the plate.
It's 5 hits for the Phils, 4 extra bases, couple of doubles, couple home runs.
The pitch. Inside, 2-2. The windup, the 2-2 pitch. And that's up high. And the count is 3-2.
Leadoff walks generally lead to runs, and so do leadoff home runs.
3-2. Swing at a high bounder towards the bag at second. Fielded by Mydroth. Throws on the run. He got him. And Bohm is retired for the first out. Here's Bryson Stott. Stott struck out his first time up against Sandlin. And the pitch is swung on, hit high in the air, down the right side. That'll be out of play, foul. Way out in front. That was on a sinker. He was
maybe cheating a little bit there.
Maybe.
I like to see that. If you're looking for a ball in, cheat a little bit, look for it middle in, first pitch.
Here's the windup and the 0-1 pitch. That's outside.
I like listening to talking to Crucky this morning, and we're talking about pitch selection and that as for a hitter, and he said, I like to go up there first pitch looking like a 2-0, 3-1 count for the first pitch.
1-1. It's outside.
So
really box it up and
looking for something middle in that situation. He does that first pitch. He said, now if it's down and away or something like that, I'm, obviously going to take it. But if I'm going to cheat a little bit and look for that ball middle in first pitch.
2-1. Swing and a foul to the backstop.
And he said, if they want to go something down and away, it's for a strike. He said, well, then I got to start working. Makes a lot of sense.
Two balls, two strikes, the pitch. It's fouled back. Not something you hear all the time. Something from Kruk that makes sense.
Works? Yeah. I was thinking that I wasn't going to say it, but I concur.
4-3, Phillies. Bottom of the third inning. Sandlin's pitch. Ripped hard but foul. Down the right side. Again, hunting fastballs in, and he's trying to turn on him. He's doing that more than he ever has. Pulling balls. Sandlin the wind, the 2-2, and it's outside.
It's almost like before. It was almost like pushing balls in. He's like pushing them the other way, versus now he's like attacking it, middle in, where he gets the bat head out and gets the barrel on it.
Time call briefly by Stott. He steps back into the box. The count is full. The payoff pitch. And it's up and away, ball 4. He walked him. And so Stott is aboard with 1 out. That is the third for Sandlin.
See if Stott might think about taking a bag here. Sandlin fairly quick to the plate.
Garcia, the batter, he struck out his first time up. Sandlin set of the belt, now deals, and the pitch swung on, hit sharply, just foul down the third base line. First pitch breaking ball, and it was hanging, but he was just a little bit out front. Garcia with some powder blue batting gloves up there. Sandlin kicks, the runner goes. The pitch fouled back behind the plate. Romo giving it a look, but that's headed for the seats. Pretty good jump there by Stott. I think he might have had that bag.
Yep, I believe so.
Well, now with 2 strikes, 0-2 on Garcia. You all right, partner?
Yeah.
The pitch, swing and a miss. Chased up and away with a fastball. And Sandlin strikes out Garcia for the second out. That'll leave it up to Justin Crawford.
A little surprised to see him throwing breaking balls to Garcia there. He struck him out on fastball. He threw it by him last time up.
They'll play Vargas in on the grass. Stott leads. Sandlin throws over. Stott's back easily. Crawford lined a hard single to left his first time up. The runner goes, and the pitch is taken, and it's dropped by Romo. The pitch was outside for a ball, and Stott is in scoring position with his 11th stolen base of the year.
Boy, he had a great jump. He was up and running before Sandlin even started to the plate.
The pitch. And Crawford kind of fooled there. Goes after a breaking ball and hooks it on the ground, foul. Phillies already with a 4-3 lead after the Marsh home run. Phillies have scored in every inning so far today. The pitch. Swing and a dribbler. Foul. First base side, rather. And over here.
Going left to right.
Yeah.
I've got that figured out now.
1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. Swung on, lifted in the air, right field line, long run, Nishida. And that ball is going to end up foul into the seats along the side. They have Nishida stationed way over into right center field, and
which kind of makes you wonder about throwing him a slow curveball or something slow to pull when you got everybody playing the other way.
I mean, he was going to have to go forever and a day to get there.
And it's one, if you're going to throw him something slow, you want to make sure it's something way away, something that he can't pull down there.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled away to the third base side. And the at-bat continues. Marchand waits on deck. Crawford was aboard with Marchand. Homered his first time up. Unexpectedly so. Little cloud cover all of a sudden coming over. And Crawford, I think, he called timeout. He wants to get rid of his shades. That cloud passed over just as he was getting ready to see the pitch, and he wanted to get the glasses off. Hopefully the sun doesn't come back out right away.
Really?
Sandlin Rady and the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that will do it for the Phillies, who reclaim the lead on the leadoff home run by Brandon Marsh, his third in as many days. And one man left aboard. We'll go to the fourth. It's 4-3 Phillies lead.
I'm Paul Cozy from Cozy Jewelers, and we're not your typical jewelry store. We're a family-owned jeweler and manufacturer, crafting nearly every piece right here.
Talk to me.
This is called a Crawford dog. Hamburger bun.
Yes.
2 split top Angus beef hot dogs griddled on the skillet, on the plancha. And then we do a bacon onion jam with Crawford Bach beer.
Pick it up like a burger.
Pick it up like a burger, and you just go in, man.
Let's go to town.
Yeah.
Dude. Best hot dog I've ever had. Best hot dog I've ever had. I love this, man.
This is how I grew up eating hot dogs.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Man Classic, July 10th at Citizens Bank Park. Get tickets at allstargame.com. MLB trademarks used with permission.
It's the RAV4th inning presented by Toyota. Check out Toyota.com to get your new 2026 RAV4 today. Toyota, let's go Phils. We go to the fourth with the Phillies up 4-3. There's been a run scored in every half inning except for the top of the first. Riku Nishida leads off. And the first pitch to him is taken for a strike from Aaron Nola. Nola just threw his 69th pitch of the day. And ball loose out in center field. Justin Crawford has to go pick it up, toss it back into the crowd. I think he's got his sunglasses back on now as the sun is back out. Here's the 0-1. And it's a little bit high. Actually, not a bad day for sitting by the pool.
No.
Warm. Got a breeze.
Where's your pool?
Get some sun. It's at my house.
Oh, that's not going to help right now.
No? Where's your pool?
At my house. That's not helping either.
1-1. Here's a swing and a line shot. Caught at second by Stott, leaning down and making a grab.
All right.
And for the first time today, Nola has retired the leadoff man in an inning.
Not a leadoff walk, which last 2 innings has led to a run. Not today.
Here's Sam Antonacci. Clouds that pass by, they don't stay for too long. But you get a little respite. You don't just totally bake in the sun. It seems like it'd be a pretty good day for the pool. Pitch is in there for a strike.
Not a good day.
You didn't set your pool up, did you?
Not a good day for reading glasses, though. No, I haven't set it up yet.
What happened?
Well, one part that goes over my ear decided to leave me.
Oh, one pitch. And that's outside.
Or leave my glasses.
Is that your good ear, though?
Yeah.
Pitch is called the ball. The catcher is challenging.
Marchand's going to challenge the ball call here, and Marchand is right.
Call is overturned. Philadelphia has 2 challenges remaining.
Don't be upset at us. Jeez. If you're going to yell at the catcher. He's the one that challenged. Man.
Here's 0-2 the count to Antonacci. The pitch. That's down and away. He did seem a little aggressive with that.
Mercy.
Well, he knows you've been giving them,
well, perhaps,
grief for all these years.
Little payback, I guess.
Here's the 1-2. And that one he's going to challenge as well. It's called a ball.
It's called a ball. The catcher's challenging.
He's mad about it. He just does not like that challenge.
That might be inside. It is.
The call is confirmed. Philadelphia has 1 challenge remaining.
Does he know he has a microphone, or does he think he just got to yell so everybody in the stadium can hear him? Obviously, he's not a public speaker.
Here's the 2-2, and it's fouled off. Still 2-2 on Antonacci.
Did you hear him from out there, Murph?
Murph is in the hall. I think everybody could hear Alex McKay.
With his challenge, screaming? Yeah.
Another 2-2 on the way. Breaking ball, that missed outside. And now the count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out here. Nolan trying to retire Sam Antonacci. Three-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 down. Let's pause for station identification here on the Phillies Radio Network. With Larry Anderson, whose feelings might be a little hurt. I'm Scott Fransky, and we're happy to have you with us on this Sunday afternoon. Miguel Vigras is the batter. He's 0 for 2 today against Nola. And the pitch fouled at the plate. Your feelings aren't hurt. You just wonder why he's yelling, that's all. Vargas fouled that off his foot. He's going to need a minute. I wonder if that's the same foot he jammed into the side railing down the line.
Oh, yeah.
Chasing that foul ball. Oh, 1. And Nola deals. And the pitch is fouled away. And it's 0-2. Nola trying for his first 1-2-3 inning of the day. He's got a 4-3 lead. We're in the top of the fourth. Wind up. The 0-2. Swung on, lifted towards left center. Marsh is over, so is Crawford, who is calling, and Crawford makes the catch. And it is the first 1-2-3 inning of the day for Aaron Nola. We're headed to the bottom of the fourth. Phillies 4 and the White Sox 3.
Ever tried pork tenderloin on the grill? Yeah, it's a game changer. This summer, surprise everyone at the cookout.
As someone who grew up in the era of the twist, the locomotion, the Freddy, and other outrageous dances, the floss is easily the worst of all time.
The band did touch that ball, and that's a big whoops. Any relation to Grant? I don't know. That guy was having a hard time figuring out what screen he was supposed to be looking at.
What a play! Alan Rodin. And hopefully he is all right.
Look at it's his eye black. That's his eye black. It has been transferred from face to wall.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back. Bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grip, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Two-run double.
At 6:40 and Wednesday, June 17th at 1:05. Reel in tickets now at Phillies.com. The RAV fourth inning brought to you by Toyota. Check out Toyota.com and visit your local tri-state Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go Phils. Rafael Marchand takes down at in ball one. 4-3 ball game. Phillies lead it. Here's the windup and the pitch. Marchand takes down low. He homered his first time up. Hit it into the right field seats, and there was a guy in a Marchand jersey chasing after it.
Right.
Which is pretty remarkable. 2-0 pitch. It's up high. They do a lot of ballpark analytics, you know. People come in the park and scan your tickets, and they know how many people are here. And where obviously they're scattered about the park. They don't do any analytics on how many Marchand jerseys may be in attendance. 3-0, but is in there.
But you got to guess.
I mean, you got to guess. It's probably a pretty small number.
Yeah.
(3-1), and it's ripped down the right field line, but just foul. Are you trying to fix the glasses now, or did you get some new ones?
They're fixed.
What?
No,
where do you get all these glasses?
Well, you can never have too many pairs of reading glasses when you go through them like I do, so I always try and keep 3 or 4 with me at all times.
Gotcha.
Or 2 or 3, maybe not 4.
Count full, and the payoff pitch. Swung on, line down the right field line. That one is a foul ball as well. Marchand was taken off like he thought that might have a chance to stay fair. It did not. So he'll head back to the plate. The pitch. And this one's grounded to second. And up with it is Mydroth. He'll throw on to first. There's out number 1. Now the folks on TV are onto it. They just highlighted the guy with the Marchand jersey.
He didn't get that ground ball.
Yeah, he didn't get that ground ball either. Here's Kyle Schwarber. Schwarber, who is 0 for 1 today. The pitch swung on, fouled back over the screen. 0-1 the count. Schwarber walked his last time up back in the second. Sandlin, who came on as the bulk reliever, if you will, the 0-1, is down low. He's up over 70 pitches thrown, so a ton of pitches thrown here today. As we're an hour and a half in, and we're only in the bottom of the fourth. Here's the windup and the 1-1, and it's up and away. Sandlin ready. The pitch to Schwarber. Fouled back. Sandlin, another recent acquisition by the White Sox. He was traded a couple of times in the minors, but dealt to the Sox this past February in a trade with Boston. Also brought him Jordan Hicks. Here's the wind and the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Schwarber down on strikes. Sandlin was the guy they wanted, the White Sox wanted. Jordan Hicks was a little bit of a salary concession, I think, there.
Yeah.
And Hicks, who has been hurt. Here's Turner. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-1 the count. Curveball. Sandlin, we mentioned he's from Oklahoma. He ended up at a small school in Oklahoma before ending up at OU. As Turner swings and fouls one out of play and helped him get to the 22 College World Series while he was with the Sooners. Oh-2 and a breaking ball that kind of backed up on him, stayed inside.
Yeah, it looked like it kept running inside, which you don't see with a breaking ball from a right-hander, generally.
The windup, 1-2. Swing and a bouncer to first. 2 hops, Gonzalez has it, loves it. Chest high. He'll take it to the bag himself, and there's a 1-2-3 inning for David Sandlin. We're moving on to the 5th. It's the Phillies 4 and the White Sox 3.
Hurt in an accident?
Call Mongaluzzi.
Hurt at work?
Call Mongaluzzi.
Hurt on the road?
Call Mongaluzzi.
Hurt by a doctor?
Call Mongaluzzi.
For the first 2 months of the season, San Diego's dynamic showman, Fernando Tatis Jr., has experienced, well, let's just call it a power outage. One of the game's most electric players had gone 55 consecutive games and more than 200 at-bats without a home run. That all changed last Saturday against the Nats. In the top of the 5th, Tatis faked a bunt on the first pitch, but on the next pitch, he unleashed, like really unleashed, crushing the ball 451 feet.
Home run number 1 of 2026 for Fernando Tatis Jr.
It was his longest home run since 2021 and capped a 6-game stretch in which he had 13 hits and raised his batting average by 24 points.
Enjoy the ride, Fernando.
With the home run monkey off his back, let's see if El Nino can turn the tide and add the power surge the Padres will need to keep pace with the Dodgers in the NL West.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
For their support of the Delaware Valley Youth Athletic.
Kyle 0 for 6 in the 2 games and 3 for his last 26.
Put the bunt bat away, sends a high drive to deep.
It'll be off the chain on Tuesday, July 21st at 6:40 when the Phils play the Dodgers. The kids 14 and under receive a Chick-fil-A Phillies Big Change. Secure your seats today at Phillies.com.
Andrew Benintendi leads off for the White Sox. First pitch to him. is a strike called. Aaron Nola back to work. 81 pitches coming into the inning.
That's exactly where Sandlin is for the White Sox. 81 pitches.
White Sox get their bullpen started now as Nola's 0-1 on the way. And it's a little bit wide check swing, no swings, as Jim Wolf. You've talked about it before that a day like this kind of wind can be tough on a pitcher.
Yeah.
And maybe we're seeing a little bit of that for both sides with all the pitches thrown and 1-1. Yeah, this one's popped up. Back behind the plate, going back to the screen is Marchand, but that's out of play.
Yeah, for me, it drove me nuts. It's the constant wind, and it was like a candlestick. Like one pitch you throw and the wind's swirling, the next pitch you throw, there's no wind, and then it's swirling another direction. The next pitch, it affects the flight of the ball, obviously.
1-2 on the way, and it's in the dirt.
At least I'm breaking balls.
Yeah. Well, the good thing is Nola doesn't throw that many.
Well, that's a good point. Only like 50% between the cutter, curveball, changeup. Maybe not as much effect with that one.
The windup and the 2-2 offer. And a swing and a miss. He got him. Or did he? No, he fouled it. Got a piece of it. Landed right down, in fact, between the legs of Marchand. Two, and it's fouled away. And if this particular at-bat goes much longer and he still has to look to record it out, I got to think they're going to start some action in the Phillies bullpen as well.
You would think.
Nola, during this run, they certainly haven't pushed him to the limits. 2-2 pitch, way inside. His last 3 starts, all solid outings, 5 innings, 6 innings, 5 innings, that's all. Wind up, and the 3-2 pitch, that's down and in. It's ball 4, and for the 4th time in 5 innings, the leadoff man is on.
But 3 times with the leadoff walk, it's unacceptable. Not for a guy that's supposedly a command pitcher. It just shouldn't happen.
Well, that's going to bring up Colson Montgomery as left-hander Tim Meza starts to fire in the Phillies pen. The pitch. Swung on, fouled back. And that guy did not make as good a catch as the guy down in front of us. In fact, he didn't make the catch at all. He stuck his right hand out, and it just clanked off his hand and went back down to the lower seats. And, Larry, I looked at the guys right in front of us, and the 2 gentlemen on the left looked at the one who had made the catch, and they were immediately saying, he's no you. 0-1, and it's up high. Ball and a strike. Nola's pitch. Swing and a miss. Montgomery kind of chased a high cutter there. Count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Montgomery asks for his timeout here. He steps out of the box. White Sox like to do a lot of switching with their platoon players, so it's likely they would make some counter moves if the Phillies go to Meza. Here's a throw over to first, and back is Benintendi. Not much of a threat to steal.
Right-hander for the White Sox, Tyler Davis, is throwing.
The long set. Now the pitch. And it's a breaking ball down and away.
And that with that curveball, that the wind's going the same direction as the curveball would go for Nola, and that's to me when it's tougher, when it's going against the wind, it creates more friction and you get a better break.
2-2, swung on, drilled deep but foul down the right field line. But this one would be hindering his curveball?
I don't think it's really helping it that much.
Yeah. Well, who knows? I mean, there may be multiple things going on here with Nola today, but his command has definitely not been there. 2-2 on the way, and it's up high, and the count goes to 3-2. The batter on deck is Mydroth. Now, they won't hit for him, obviously, but Nola would probably still face him. After that, I got to think the Phillies would be headed to Tim Meza. 3 balls, 2 strikes, the payoff pitch. Swinging a ground ball foul.
You know, Nola said something earlier about having a tough start, and he said, I just flush it. I'm done with it. I've had a bad start. I just flush it and move on. It's like I don't agree with that. Like, I don't want to flush it. I want to go back and look at my pitches and where I was making those pitches and when I was throwing.
3-2 again. And that's right there for a called third strike. Montgomery, though, thought it was a ball. He's going to challenge.
Pitch called strike. The batter is challenging.
And it might be low. And it is.
Calls overturned. Chicago has 2 challenges remaining.
So Montgomery walks for the second time. That's the 4th walk issued by Nola. And decision time for the Phillies. Around the corner here, Mydroth will be the batter. And probably the last one for Nola to face. Mydroth today has bounced into a fielder's choice and struck out. Bohm is guarding against a possible bunt over at third. Harper's now in at first base. And the pitch to Mydroth, he does square. The bunt is down. It's a good one. Marchand to get it. Spins, fires to Stott, who covers at first base to get the out. A successful sacrifice that goes to 4.
And that's
perfect
probably
bunt.
It for Nola.
Gotta think so. That's a really good bunt.
Really. It might have gone foul, but I don't know if you can take that chance if you're Marchand.
Well, that's going to do it for Nola. He won't qualify for a victory today. He could end up the loser depending on how this one turns out. He's got property at second and third. He's got a 1-run lead, but he'll hand it to the bullpen as Tim Meza is coming on in relief. Pitching change timeout, 4-3 Phillies. Back in a moment on the Phillies Radio Network.
Hey, Philly fans, Ryan Howard here. When you're at Citizens Bank Park, make sure to stop at Colby's Sub.
We're talking about power. We're talking about bling. This is the stuff that puts people in the seats.
Ruth's adoring fans pitched in to gift a crown fit for the home run king.
How come the fans didn't, put something together for me?
They gave you a nice round of applause.
Good job, Carlos.
That man is 42 years old. I'm only 22. Until that man stay on that mound, nobody's going to take me out of this game.
Okay, let me see what I can do about it. Right now, I feel like I can go over there and go placata right now on the field just because I helped this batter, Willie Mays. I'm not giving it back to you. You need it back? Okay, you can continue talking.
Right, and you're just going to hold on to it? Yeah.
Hammer and Hank became baseball's all-time home run king.
Hank Aaron flipped the bat, pointed to the outside, and said, "Placata."
Every single Triple Crown winner has been inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame. So it looks pretty good for Miggy. Just saying. Go to baseballhall.org to plan your visit to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown, New York, and catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Town, 34 years of age, and he's coming on here to face a pinch hitter as the White Sox will counter with Randall Grichuk in his .1038 OPS against lefties. And he's going to inherit a couple of base runners from Aaron Nola. Left out there at second and third. The tying run is at third. The go-ahead run at second. So Grichuk, who has a handful of homers in the series. 2 for 5 overall. Facing Meza. The first pitch. And that's in for a strike. Now the Phillies play back on the infield. Again, they'll concede the run here in the 5th. Try to avoid a bigger inning. Get an out and give up the lead.
Yep.
0-1. And that one just missed off the plate away. Righties have only hit .218 against him, but they have hit 3 homers. The 1-1. And it's popped up towards second, and it'll be over the head of Stott into right center. That's going to fall for a base hit. Good read by both base runners. They're going to score as that jam shot single really off the knuckles there, and Grichuk fights it out into right center for a 2-run single. It's 5-4 Chicago.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a strikeout. You put the ball in play, even if you get jammed, you can get a hit, and he does.
So both of those runs get charged to Aaron Nola, and the book on him is closed. They're both walks. And again, all the walks, basically
3 out of the 4
walks. Well, essentially 4 out of the 4 because the walk in the 3rd inning.
That's right. Led to, they got a force out, so it just switched base runners, but it was essentially that leadoff walk runner. That's only 4 runs.
Here's Peters, and Peters takes a little bit high. Only 4 of the 5.
Right.
One and one. The pitch. That's down and in. Check swing, and it was a swing this time, says Jim Wolf. Well, Will Venable, knowing that Grichuk his best option against a lefty, whatever point in the game, and decided to use his biggest weapon right there.
Wouldn't that be nice for the Phils to have?
1-2, and it's down and away. Well, he was available for the taking not long ago when he was released by the Yankees. He wasn't hitting the ball all that well with New York. 2-2, and that missed outside. It's 3-2. And it's fouled back and out of play.
But leadoff walks, a sacrifice, playing small ball, jam shot, scores 2.
And a swing and a roller towards second. Stott flips to Turner, 1 on to first, not in time. Peters again coming out of the left-hand batter's box, didn't hit it hard, and it's going to be nearly impossible to turn 2.
Yep. Well, bring the feel-good energy to Citizens Bank Park with the Ghost Energy Ticket Bundle, which includes a standing room-only ticket plus a $15 concession credit to grab your first Ghost Energy beverage on us. Available for all remaining Thursday home games. Visit Phillies.com/Ghost Energy to purchase while supplies last.
Here's Drew Romo, and the switch hitter turns around about right-handed now against Meza. And the first pitch to him is up and away for a ball. So the final line for Nola ends up 4 1/3, 5 runs, 6 hits, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts. The pitch is a strike call. Meza now steps off as Romo asks for time. The stretch. Meza with the pitch. Swing and a miss. One and two. Peters' big lead at first. He's not going. The pitch is down and in the dirt, and Marchand keeps it close enough. Peters checks up and goes back to the bag at first base.
He thought about it, but wisely put on the brakes and got back to first.
Two balls, two strikes. And the pitch to Romo. That's a little low. And now it's full, 3-2. 15 pitches, 7 balls, 8 strikes thus far. And the runner going, 3-2, is hit back up the middle. Stott dives, knocks it down, picks it up, fires it over to first. It's in time. Oh, an all-out play by Bryson Stott up the middle. And he saves more damage in the fifth. 2 runs on 1 hit, and a man left, and we're headed to the bottom of the fifth. It's 5-4 White Sox.
4 years and thriving. That's when Manco & Manco opened its first location off the Jersey Shore since its founding in 1956. Guess what, Phils fans? You have even more ways to enjoy the preferred pizza of the Phils. Manco & Manco, the first and last name in pizza, is still available at Ashburn Alley.
They say it's a game of numbers, pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Mi trabajo es sencillo, cachar ese ritmo que solo nuestra gente tira y regarlo por toda la temporada. Flow mayor is where all those rhythms meet. Porque el flow no es de un solo jugador, es de un corillo entero que prende estadio. De San Diego a Santo Domingo y cada parada en el camino. Cuando estamos activos, la liga sube de nivel. Esto es Flow Mayor.
Red Sox rally caps worked. Now the Mariners with a bit of an Arabian twist. The Red Sox trying to counteract with the gloves on top of their rally caps. Mariners continue to try to find the winning fashion statement. I think these boys are tired. Deep to left field. Way back. Gone. Wake up, New England. The shaving cream does indeed work.
The brightest baseball athletes from HBCUs are about to make history in Philly at MLB All-Star Week, continuing a legacy that runs deep. Catch the HBCU Swingman Classic hosted by Ken Griffey Jr. at Citizens Bank Park on July 10th. Visit allstargame.com for tickets.
Whole bunch of changes for the White Sox, including on the mound where Tyler Davis, a right-hander, takes over. First pitch by Davis is way up high for ball 1. With the removal of the first baseman, Gonzalez, the 1-0 pitch, and Harper takes, that's a strike called. And Grichuk entering the game. They've had to kind of shuffle the deck. Vargas is now playing at first base. Antonacci has moved from left field to second base. Here's the pitch. And it's grounded through the right side. There's a base hit to start things for Harper. Colson Montgomery moves from shortstop to third base, and Meidroth is now at shortstop. And that'll bring up Brandon Marsh. Marsh, who homered earlier today, third straight day with a home run for him. A stretch by Davis. And the pitch is up and away for ball 1. Grichuk is in left field. Peters remains in center, and Nishida remains in right.
All that for Grichuk, man.
That was all to get the lead, right?
Yeah, it worked.
1-0. See how long it lasts. Swing and a miss. Phillies are getting Jose Alvarado up in their bullpen. Davis, a 3.26 ERA in his 17 appearances. The pitch. Swung on, fouled back into the screen. Brandon Marsh actually has a home run in 5 straight against the White Sox, going back to last summer. He's got something against the Pale Hose.
Yes.
One ball, 2 strikes. Harper, short lead at first. Here's the pitch. And it's in the dirt. He lays off. Breaking ball. Davis, mostly fastball slider. He has a split that he uses occasionally. But 60% of the time, it's just fastballs. And at 96. 2 balls, 2 strikes. A throw over to first, and Harper dives back in. Shade covering again, the 2-2. Marsh leaned on it a little bit, takes it. It's up high. Count is full, 3-2. Tyler Davis out of Sam Houston State. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Harper's going, and the pitch is taken outside. That's ball 4. And Brandon Marsh draws the walk. First 2 are aboard for the Phillies. Here's they look to answer back.
All right, well, time for the Citizen Stats leader. Bryce Miller of Seattle threw 6 innings of 1-hit ball with 9 Ks last night, lowering his ERA to 1.33 with a 2-0 record, defeating Detroit 4-0. Citizens, the official bank of the Phillies.
DOMO for 1 today with a walk and a ground out to second. The pitch. And it's up and away, ball 1. Again, cloud cover now. So a bit of a respite for the eyes and certainly for the fans who have been in the sun all day. And Drew Romo wants to go out and talk to Tyler Davis. But he's headed to Toronto. The weather preview for a visit brought to you by Visit St. Pete Clearwater. Maybe a little rainy in Ontario Tuesday, Wednesday, but no problem. We got a roof there at Rogers Center.
Yeah.
Just like rain is not a problem along the Gulf beaches of St. Pete Clearwater. Here's, except for the time it rains. But you can go play putt-putt or something.
Yeah.
Boom bowling or whatever. 1-0. And it's hit down the right field line. That is in for a base hit. It'll go to the corner. In to score is Harper. They're going to hold Marsh at third base. Boom, ties it with a double. And just like that, bang, 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 the Phillies have evened the game again.
Fortunately, they didn't make that throw to second base with Antonacci there, because Bohm was halfway to second when Antonacci got the ball from Nishida in right. And Bohm, I think, would have been dead to rights, but with the runner rolling into third, well, let's get that ball to the plate.
Well, Antonacci came home with it because he wanted to stop the go-ahead run.
Right.
The White Sox want to do the same here. They bring the infield in. Stott, the batter, the pitch. And he takes. It's a called strike. 5-5. Hits are even at 7. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Back pick at third. He's back safely.
Yeah,
Was this like this? This is gonna be like the 6th time the lead's changed today.
1, 2, 3.
0-2 the count. Here's the pitch. It's very high. Another back pick attempt, and Marsh is back safely again.
Maybe the 7th.
They're going to take a closer look on video, and they're not going to challenge.
You don't need to make it that close at third base.
And I mean, they're not going on contact here. There's no need to have that big of a lead. I guess, is he thinking about a dirt ball maybe, but...
I know a lot of dirt balls, but...
1-2 pitch. Swung on, poked to center, base hit. Marshall score. Bohm will be held at third, and Bryson Stott has put the Phillies back on top. Throw goes all the way to the plate, and Stott wisely takes second base. Great piece of hitting, heady base running. Phillies lead at 6-5 as Stott delivers moments after the great play defensively.
And I don't know, Bohm's running to third base. That's a line drive that just gets out to the outfield grass. Bohm's running to third base, looking behind him the whole way. It's like, you got to know that nobody's going to catch that ball.
I'm telling you, I got to think this little defensive shakeup they've done. I don't know how often they've had this particular alignment this year, but they don't look like a team that's handling cutoffs and relays and all that very well right now.
Not real sure where anybody's going on any play is what it looks like.
As you said, all for Randall Grichuk.
Correct.
So the Phillies are back in front, 6-5. Stott drives in his 28th run of the year. Still nobody out in the inning. The pitch. Garcia, big swing, no contact, 98-mile-an-hour fastball. Oh, 0-1. Garcia struck out twice against Sandlin. The pitch. It's fouled off. Got in on his hands, and he's ahead of the count, 0-2. Infield remains in, not quite to the grass. The pitch, fouled away. Well, he went with a slider there.
I don't understand. If you got a decent fastball, Garcia has struggled with the fastball, and is nobody paying attention?
Doing him a favor.
Yeah.
0-2 the count. And the pitch. Swung on, fouled away again.
And there's another fastball. You see the feeble hack at it. I mean, he stays alive. It's good for Garcia. But it makes you wonder what the pitchers and catchers are looking at or watching.
The 0-2 on the way. And a swing and a miss. Fastball up and in, not a strike. And a hat trick for Garcia. Had a good week at home, but not a good day today for Garcia. And that'll bring up Justin Crawford. Infield remains in for the White Sox. And the pitch. Swung on, ground ball towards Meidroth. He dives, he's got it, rolling over, will throw to first. They get an out there, the throw back to third, and they get an out there. The run scores. Bohm is across the plate, so they get one there, but Stott gets thrown out on what was a great play by Meidroth to start it. 3 runs in the inning on 3 hits. Nobody left, and we'll go to the 6th. Phillies back in front, 7-5.
You can feel the excitement of Phillies baseball at Citizens Bank Park. The energy on the field, the passion in the stands, and the heartbeat of it.
Just when we think we've seen it all, baseball gives us something new to talk about.
Splits 2 defenders and makes a great grab. The kick is good. Right through the flying uprights.
Whoa, went down inside his chest protector.
That's not a catch?
Make way for Batman.
People would love this if we did Lady and the Tramp.
Ronald Acuna Jr. pouring dirt into Ozzie Albies' glove.
He flips the entire glove to first base.
Fast and furious and dead on.
Now let's dive into this week's top plays.
Is pulled and a leaping grab by Shoebake. Carson Bench with a pulchritudinous play.
Moving fast toward big league stardom.
Randy Rosarena! Superman catch!
What a leaping grab by Quan.
And those 39-year-old legs are still cooking.
Oh, are you kidding me, Petey? Help it.
Oh, hey now, hey now. What a play by Ryan McMahon. How about that?
You remember. Hope that rings your bell. Burlington. Deals, brands, wow.
It is gone.
You have one goal. Be there on Tuesday, June 16th at 6:40 when the Phils face the Marlins and all fans score a State Farm Phillies soccer scarf. Snag tickets now at Phillies.com.
Chick-fil-A nugget of the game, June 7th, 1950. Center fielder Richie Ashburn plays the first of a franchise record 730 consecutive games, a streak that would end with the 1955 season opener.
Well, the Phillies are back in front of the White Sox here. White Sox have scored in 3 of the 5 innings. Phillies have scored in 4 of the 5. After that strange, non-continuous, as they say, double play, plates a run for the Phillies. And Derek Hill, the batter, is leading off, and he's pinch hitting for the number 9 batter, Nishida, against Alvarado. Fouls the first pitch back. Jose Alvarado taking over on the mound. 7-5 Phillies.
Well, Nishida's not going to cause the commotion defensively that Grichuk did.
Nope. 0-1. And a swing and a miss.
Or I should say this pinch hit is not going to, as Hill will go to right, I assume.
Pretty good assumption. Oh, and 2 to count. And the pitch. That's down low. So it was 1-0 after 1.
Right.
White Sox took a 2-1 lead.
That's 1. Well, the 1-0 is 1, right?
Right.
Lineup, their scoring change. 2-1 in the top of the second.
Right. Alvarado's ready. And his 1-2 pitch on the way. Hill checked his swing. The pitch was in. And there was no swing.
3-2.
And Marchand homered.
After 2.
So that's 3 lead changes.
And 4-3.
Right, because the White Sox tied it 3-3.
And 1 in the bottom of the third.
Bottom of the third made it 4-3. So is that a lead change again?
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's not a lead change when it goes back to being tied? 2-2?
I guess not, because it's not a lead change. It's just a scoring change.
But, I mean, to go from tied to somebody in the lead, that's a lead change.
Yeah. But to go from behind to a tie.
The pitch. Swung on, fouled down the third baseline.
That's a tie change.
So we're at 4 right now through 3 innings.
And then
the White Sox took the lead in the 5th.
That's 5.
And the Phillies took the lead in the bottom of the 5th.
6.
6 lead changes.
Yeah, but it's only 6 innings. We're starting, or 5 innings.
3-2, swing and a dribbler towards third. That's foul.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so 6 lead changes in 5 innings.
That's right.
So I guess we could just. I guess we don't really need to do the.
So right now, I mean,
game summary, do we?
Oh, we just did it.
I think so.
Right. Kind of. 3-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Pretty good battle there, but ends with a strikeout for Alvarado.
Second baseman, Sam Antonacci.
That'll bring up the second baseman, Sam Antonacci. And the first pitch to him is taken for a strike. 0-1 the count. And Tanachi today, 2 for 3. All of his at-bats against Aaron Nola. The pitch. It's in tight. Well, he really crowds the plate.
What are the chances that Alvarado would go 2? Think any chance of that?
2-2. Nope. And that's in. And hit him, or did it?
I think maybe.
Or did it hit the bat?
The bat? Or
it went down foul?
No, I guess it hit him.
He was kind of wandering around, but still had the bat.
If he wants to keep his arm there and get hit with 99 miles an hour, his career is not going to last that long.
Yeah, that's only the 15th time he's been hit by a pitch.
He might want to rethink his strategy of doing that to get on base or not getting out of the way of pitches.
Well, he's being checked out now by a trainer. And
99.6 miles an hour on that.
Slowly making his way up the line to first base. Will Venable walking alongside him there. Trainer is still with him and still talking to him. And going to stay in here. Yeah, he really gets out there on top of the plate. Here's Miguel Vargas. 1 out, 1 on. And Alvarado ready with the pitch. And that's down low.
Here's the final line for the Phillies. Tim Meza, 2/3 of an inning, 1 hit.
For Jose Alvarado, his 28th appearance of the year. The pitch fouled off of Marchand. And he's in some pain. And now they're going to go look at Rafael Marchand. And we look at the replay. Wow, that was straight off the face mask. He really took a shot there. Paul Buchheit is out, quizzing Marchand. Don Mattingly is out there as well.
And see, because Don Mattingly pressed him, we know we got problems.
And really running some little eye tracking tests right now. The Phillies are using the opportunity to get Jonathan Bolin up. Obviously, the first thing they worry about are the concussions. And
yeah,
they're going to deem him okay to continue here, and he'll stay in there. He actually gets a pat on the chest, protector from the plate umpire, Alex McKay. (7-5) Phillies lead, back to play. The count 1-1. Alvarado long set. Clock winding down, the pitch. And that is a strike on the inside corner. Alvy's been far more effective against righties with that cutter-sinker combination than he has been against lefties.
Yep.
One ball, 2 strikes, the pitch. Swing at a bouncer, right side. Harper going for it. It goes under his glove. It'll be picked up by Stott. but there's nobody to throw to at first base, so it'll be everybody safe here as Antonacci gets to second and Vargas aboard at first. Harper will be charged with an error as he just expected a bigger hop, I guess. I don't know. He just missed it.
Kind of a handcuff. It came up a little higher maybe, and he thought, I don't know. If he comes up with it, does he get him at second?
Well, that would have been his only play because Alvarado never left the mound.
No, that's what I mean, but to give him an error, it's a little tougher error.
So they're going to hit for Benintendi with Edgar Caro, and he swings and grounds it foul.
Do they have anybody left on their bench?
They have Luis Angel Acuna. And he might have to come in for Antonacci if he keeps feeling it in that elbow. 0-1, Alvarado spins and looks the runner back. Bluffs the throw, but no throw there. One, the pitch. It's up high.
I don't know if crisp is the right word. I don't think this has been a crisp played game.
No, it's been an awful game. 1-1. Ground ball towards third. It's foul. I mean, the good news is they're up 7-5.
That's exactly right.
It just hasn't been well played or well pitched. A lot of walks.
Yes.
Some questionable defense.
Base running is
1-2. And this is hammered foul down the third base line.
Not been top notch.
No, but other than that, this is Lincoln. How was the play? I mean, they're ahead 7-5. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying it hasn't been a well played game.
No, it has not.
One, two, and it's up high, and a back pick throw to first, and Harper runs over Vargas as he's trying to catch it. They kind of collide there. That was a near disaster.
Scoring change on the previous batter. Only been changed to an infield single.
They've changed that error to an infield hit.
I put that in pencil. And that, I mean, Harper, that was almost over his head, but then Harper caught it and almost tripped over Vargas.
2-2 pitch. And it's hit in the air down the right side. It's going to go out of play, foul. Yeah, I mean, Harper really reaching to get it. And, I mean, the throw and the whole thing kind of just put everybody in jeopardy there.
Yeah.
Two. Fouled back.
And the wind is still going the opposite of right to left.
Yes. And it's the sixth inning. Ready? 2 balls, 2 strikes. Alvarado with a pitch. Swung on and hit down the left field line. That is hooked towards the corner. It is a foul ball.
Wow. The wind almost kept that fair.
The wind going this way to that way, as you like to say.
Going the opposite way the ball was trying to go. That was close.
By the way, Alvarado just broke out a curveball there, which he hardly ever throws. Two and two. Long set. Again the pitch. Swung on, hit in the air. Left field. Going over towards the corner is Marsh. He jumps at the wall and makes the catch. perfectly timed jump by Brandon Marsh to pull that one in at the wall. A huge out, number 2. And that'll bring up Colson Montgomery. They leave Alvarado in the game here against Montgomery. Left-handed batter. The first pitch is a broken bat. Pop-up right at the plate. Marchand couldn't see it. Alvarado went after it.
That would have been an easy play for Marchand if he had any idea where it went. But
Alvarado came running after it. The barrel of the bat ends up 10 rows deep at the far end, up behind the Phillies dugout. I mean, that thing flew.
Colson Montgomery's hand, top hand, came off that bat almost like it hit his hand. I mean, it was that close to his thumb on his left hand.
Ugh.
Wow.
0-1 the count.
What's going on?
Did the wind carry that bat?
Had to.
The pitch. And that one's up and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. One and one. The pitch. Swing and a miss.
This might be one of the longest 5-batter innings, half innings ever.
You think?
Doesn't it seem like Albie's been out there for
27 pitches so far. First and second, 2 down, 7-5. Phillies lead it. Montgomery waits. And the 1-2 pitch all the way. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Ball in the dirt. Tag applied by Marchand. And the Phillies hold the lead. No runs, a hit. 2 men left. We're going to the bottom of the 6th. Phillies 7 to the White Sox 5.
Why do millions run up the steps at the Philadelphia Museum of Art to see the Rocky statue? Because Rocky is a symbol of grit and the underdog spirit. Now there's a new exhibit.
Diving stop at second, Rojas. Dodger infield tonight, sparkling. Feeling for the wall, and he got it! Nice play by Christopher Morel, crashing on the bunt. What a play in left by Antonacci.
Got the wall, jumps, and he makes the catch, crashes into the fence.
Sharply hit, diving stop, Paredes, gets up, fires. Carter Jensen dives! Wow, what a play!
Caught by McGonigal at third, wow.
Sliding catch! Joe does it again. He's saving runs everywhere you put him. Makes the running catch. Terrific catch by A.J. Ewing.
Glides, gloves, spins, fires. What a play! What a play!
Well, that glove can play.
Dives, wow, what a catch! Adolis Garcia with a diving grab.
Run down by Carl Armstrong!
Wow. Spin and a throw to get Real Muto. That was fancy.
Liner, but there's Taylor Cruz. Naylor able to snare it. Woo to the back. He just took a hit away.
And over, take home a men's cap. Secure your seats now at Phillies.com. Going to the bottom of the 6th inning. Derek Hill stays in the game in right field. New pitcher on the mound is Brian Hudson, tall lefty. It'll face Rafael Marchand, Kyle Schwarber, and Trey Turner here in the bottom of the 6th with the Phillies up 7-5. Hudson, big left-hander, delivers. First pitch is in for a strike. He pitched on Friday night. Did Brian Hudson. 2/3 of an inning. 0-1. Breaking ball. That's in for a strike as well.
Been 11 half innings so far. And 4 of them have been scoreless.
Has there been a 1, 2, 3?
No, just
1?
Scoreless. I'm not saying.
Yeah. 0-2. Swing at a ground ball, hit towards short. Mydroth in to get it. Go to first in time. There's one away. Let's pause for station identification. This is the Phillies Radio Network. With Larry Anderson, I'm Scott Fransky with you from Citizens Bank Park on this Sunday afternoon. So Kelly with us in the booth, engineering, producing, and Francisco Rojas doing the same back in our studios. Glad you could join us today for what has been a bit of a slog. But the Phillies have a 7-5 lead, and the first pitch to Schwarber is down and away for ball 1.
Not necessarily a slugfest.
No, just kind of.
I would go with slop fest.
Hasn't been the cleanest. 1-0 pitch. Check swing. That's also outside. 2-0 the count.
But anytime you're leading 7-5 after or through 6, got to be happy.
Two balls, no strikes. Hudson deals. Schwarber takes. That's outside. In Atlanta today, the Braves with a 3-2 lead. They're in the 9th inning. Top of the 9th. Pirates batting with runners on the corners and 1 out. Braves going for a series sweep. 3-0 pitch. That's a little bit high. Schwarber draws the walk. Marlins 4, Tampa Bay 1. Top of the 9th inning in Miami. Nationals just getting underway out west in Arizona. They've got a 1-1 game on their hands. Bottom of the 3rd inning in Phoenix, and the Mets just getting started in San Diego. No score there. Rubber game of that series. Here's Turner and Hudson's pitch, and that's taken for a strike. Turner 1 for 3 today. There's been 1, 2, 3 half inning for each side. The pitch. That's inside. That was the 4th.
Yeah. Both of them.
Yeah. That is the kind of day that the person who spent $22,000 on the I want to be a broadcaster for an inning, they draw the 4th inning.
Exactly.
In a game like this.
Yep.
The 1-1. Fouled back. Every other half inning there's stuff going on except the one they won. One and 2 on Turner. And Hudson throwing over to first. And Schwarber will dive back into the bag.
You know, Tomey won that TV bid.
Who?
Tomey.
Tomey?
Tomey.
Like Jim Tomey?
No, a different Tomey.
Oh. 1-2 pitch. Swung on, hit hard to straightaway center. Peters going back, still going back, reaches up, makes the catch right in front of the 401 sign. And back to first goes Schwarber. I didn't know that. I don't know. Am I supposed to know who that is?
No, I met him at the Darren Dalton Foundation Gala last fall.
Oh, okay.
But spelled the same way.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Or her. Is it
him? Dan.
Now Harper started the 3-run rally in the 5th with a base hit to right. 7-5 Phillies. The pitch. And it's outside. 1-0 the count. The pitch. That's down and away. Hudson, a big frame left-hander. He is listed at 6'8", 250. From Alton, Illinois. The pitch. Harper takes that one for a strike.
You'd think a big guy like that would be a little harder thrower, but he's not. More of a sidewinder type.
2-1 count to Harper. Hudson's pitch, and that is outside. He's put up good numbers. He's got a 1.84 ERA this year. It's his 31st appearance. He's been used as an opener a few times. 3 balls, 1 strike, and the pitch. Harper takes. That's in for a strike. His fastball average at 92, 91.9. And he throws it a lot. They'll play behind the runner. Schwarber at first, who will be off on the 3-2 pitch from Hudson. And there he goes, the pitch on the way, and it's down and in for ball 4. And Romo is going to challenge
called the ball. The catcher is challenging.
And it does look like maybe it missed the zone. So this should be confirmed. It is.
The call is confirmed. Chicago has 1 challenge remaining.
So 2 walks
to the lefties.
That'll bring up Brandon Marsh. Lefties about a 200-point greater OPS against Hudson than righties. Phillies have Orion Kerkering loosening up in the pen. As Romo now takes a walk out to the mound. No action for the Sox, so Romo and Hudson just talking this one over. Braves held on for the 3-2 victory over the Pirates. Their 45th win of the year. Out-of-town scores brought to you by Oliver Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electrical. You'll feel the difference. Brandon Marsh, a homer, a walk, a couple of runs scored. Nice catch at the wall. A little of everything today. Batting here with 2 outs, trying to add to this Phillies lead. The pitch. He takes, and it's a strike. Oh, 0-1. And the pitch. That's outside. In addition to those, 15 strikeouts yesterday, the Phillies also walked a bunch of times, and they've walked 6 more times today. The 1-1, and that's a strike on the outside corner. Between the 2 pitching staffs, there have been 10 walks issued in this one today, plus a hit batter.
Wow.
Hudson ahead of the count. The 1-2 to Marsh. Swung on, fouled away. Marsh rocking back and forth with the bat, waiting on Hudson. Here's the pitch. Fouled away again. Brandon Marsh, that average against lefties continues to improve.
Last 2 fastballs, I think both at 94.
A little extra.
Yeah.
The pitch. Line to left. Base hit. Schwarber coming around third. They're waving him home. The throw by Grichuk is deflected off the glove of Montgomery. Schwarber scores. Brandon Marsh delivers again. What an at-bat. Line drive single to left. Harper will take third on the throw home. And the Phillies now lead it 8-5.
All right. What a great piece of hit, and then hit it to the right guy. Grichuk almost got that ball to the third baseman in the air. He was like 50 feet away from him.
You kill me, Anderson.
I mean, wow.
All right. That easily allowed Harper to get to third base. I mean, honestly, you could almost charge an error to get Harper to third. The pitch to Bohm is hit in the air down the right field line, but it's going to go on a play foul. So all three of the lefties, ostensibly he's brought in to face, they all reach. Oh, and 1 the count, the pitch. Bohm swings, lines it back up the middle. That's a base hit. Harper will score. Marsh is headed to third. Bohm with another RBI base hit, his second of the day. And the Phillies now lead it 9-5 as they start to pull away.
Boy, you gotta like that. Just keep adding on, and that's what kind of been waiting for this team to do. And today's been one of those days where they've needed to, and they've done it. Add a little more, add a little more, add a little more.
And Will Venable has had enough. He is going to head to the mound and take the ball from Brian Hudson. So the Phillies chase another one from the game, and we are headed to another pitching change timeout. 9-5 Phillies lead it. Back in a moment on the Phillies Radio Network.
In Philly, we don't take innings off, and neither should your business.
Leading off the 8th inning is Colby Thomas. Thomas, a high drive to left. You can kiss that ball goodbye. Oh, wow. Wave goodbye to the baseball. Hello to Waveland Street. It's a 4-3 game.
Just absolutely torched.
My goodness, that was a no-doubter. 426 feet for Colby Thomas.
A monstrous home run.
There goes Gibson. Bouncing ball, hit and run. It bounces off his helmet. Gibson coming to third, and they have him in a rundown. The ball hit Gibson's helmet.
And the fact that Kirk Gibson doesn't have a lot of hair probably aided the Cubs. A little more hair, the helmet stays on, the ball goes into the outfield. One of the strangest plays you'll ever see in the game.
Philly earlier this season coming on to face Bryson Stott. Phillies will have runners on the corners with Bohm aboard at first base and Marsh over at third. Bohm with 2 runs batted in today. He's up to 30 on the year. Marsh has driven in 2 runs. He's up to 30 on the year. Stott has driven in 1. He's at 28. He could pass them both with 1 swing of the bat. Phillies are up 9-5 now, as they have their biggest lead so far this afternoon. 10 hits on the board. Here's the pitch. Runner goes from first. They're not even holding him, and the pitch misses outside for a ball. And it's 1-0. If you're not going to hold him,
yeah,
why not take it? 2 outs in the inning. And Richards deals in the pitch. Stott takes. That's a strike. It will be a stolen base credited to Alec. One and one, the pitch. Swinging a foul back into the screen. And the count 1-2. Richards. Now time called as Stott will step out. Stott today has struck out, walked, singled, driven in a run, stolen a base. The kick and the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. And Richards gets his man to quiet the Phillies here in the 6th, but not before the Phillies get a couple of runs. 2 hits, 2 left. And it's on to the 7th. Phillies 9 and the White Sox 5.
Chevy trucks have you covered when the road takes you from smooth sailing to...
I'm Jonathan Mayo, and for more than 20 years, I've traced the path of baseball's rising stars, navigating the back roads of the national pastime and basking in the glow of small-town America's spirit, where the team is woven into the fabric of everyday life, where it's more than just a game. It's a celebration of the people, the traditions, and the culture that give these places their soul. This is Grassroots.
Time for the great mascot race. Here's the pitch. And they're off. They're neck and neck. Look at them go. Listen to the cheers. They're heading for home. It's too close to call. Here's the play at the plate. It's Rally Monkey. Congratulations on winning the great mascot race.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Thursday, June 18th at 6:40, Saturday, June 20th at 7:15, and Sunday, June 21st at 7:20. Be there. Get tickets now at PHILLIES.com.
Teens are invited to check out Club 215, presented by the Giant Company. Join today to receive exclusive items such as a vintage snapback hat and learn about other benefits such as a reward store where you can earn points and redeem prizes for attending games. Visit Phillies.com/fan clubs for more info.
Well, it's been an interesting affair here today at the Citizens Bank Park. Phillies lead it 9-5 as we finally arrive at the late innings. Back third of the game, and the first pitch here in the 7th misses up and away to Chase Mydroth. Kerkering delivers in the pitch. That's in there for a called strike. One ball, one strike. The pitch swung on, popped up. And over third base or first base side, foul territory. That's going to go into the seats.
That wind is not let up. Now it's kind of blowing in from left.
Kerkering with a 1-2, way outside.
Here's the final line for Chicago's Brian Hudson. 2/3 of an inning.
What time does tomorrow's game start?
Not late enough.
Here's the 2-2. And a breaking ball hit in the air to right. Garcia coming in, and he'll make the catch. Away. You see what the old Miz did yesterday?
No.
Yeah, like threw 1,000 pitches over 100 miles an hour, something like that. I think he had over 50. He had 46 of them that were 101 or better, or something like that. Here's Randall Grichuk. He takes up it. And Phillies should see him next weekend in Milwaukee.
Great. Well, he gave up one run in May.
Yeah.
I think he had a few more innings in Christopher Sanchez, but only gave up one run, whereas Sanchez didn't give up any.
Pitches up high.
Ton of strikeouts.
I think that's his only goal, is to get strikeouts. But that's his goal. He wants strikeouts.
He's getting them.
The pitch. And this is a bloop over the head of Harper down the line. It'll go foul. Grichuk, who had a jam shot 2-run single in the 5th after Nola had just been removed, scored the final 2 runs that are charged on the line to Nola. And that gave the White Sox a lead at that point. Phillies have answered with 5 straight runs. 2-1 the pitch. Grichuk grounds one towards the middle. That one's going to bleed through into the infield or into the outfield. They had Turner way over to the hole, and Grichuk bounces it up the middle just to the left of second base. And so now Tristan Peters is coming up.
He's hit, well, counting that foul ball at first pitch, or before that, and his base hit. And that one, it probably combined didn't reach 100.
First pitch, and it's in for a strike. Peters takes it. Nothing in 1 the count. Bohm's off the line at third base, and the pitch, it's way outside. 1-1.
Phil's with 10 hits, though. White Sox, that was their 9th. You said earlier the walks, add those in. That's a lot of base runners in this one.
Next pitch, and that misses outside. 2-1. A lot of pitches, just period.
Yep.
2-1 pitch. Breaking ball, fouled away. Two and 2 the count. Kerkering, now time called. Phillies will have the big 3 lined up to go in Toronto. Sanchez, Wheeler, Luzardo. Kerkering, the 2-2 pitch. Check swing down low. Now, Mizorowski pitched Saturday. I don't know what their pitching plans are for the week, but you would figure maybe he comes around on Friday. I'm guessing they have an off day somewhere. They're coming off today a trip to Colorado. 3-2. And that one is low. It's ball 4. So I don't think we'll get quite aligned to get Mizorowski versus Sanchez, for instance, next Sunday in Milwaukee.
No, it would be.
Here comes Caleb Cotham.
If they don't have days off, it would be Thursday.
Right.
If they go on a 5-man. Which that wouldn't be a bad thing if they missed him.
That would not be a bad thing if they missed him. We could always look that up.
41,907.
As Caleb Cotham goes to the mound. And conversation is concluded.
Again, it's a short conversation that throws strikes.
The Brewers are headed to Sacramento the next 3 nights. They have off on Thursday.
So that
host the Phillies Friday.
That would probably be him on Friday then.
First pitch to Romo. Backdoor breaking ball. It's in for a strike. 0-1 the count. Next one. And that one misses. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Tell you what, if he wanted to bunt this thing down at third baseline, he'd probably get a knock out of it.
1-1. And he takes. It's outside. 2-1.
And the next one, that's a strike. Kerkering quickly back, looking in for the sign. And now time called. He's set. And the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got it.
Needed that one there.
So that'll bring up Derek Hill, the right fielder. The pitch, Hill, a swing and a miss. The Phillies in 6 innings through, the Phillies threw the first 6 innings through 142 pitches. The pitch is down low. And the White Sox threw the first 6 innings through 148.
That's 290.
And that's 6 innings. The pitch. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2. And we're 23 pitches into the 7th.
We're over 300.
Over 300 we are.
Wow.
Top of the 7th, it's 9-5 Phillies. Kerkering is ready. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball fouled away.
That's in 6.5 innings. Almost. So what, 314 now?
Hill, who did not start the game, pinch hit against Alvarado in the 6th. Back up here in the 7th. Kerkering ahead of the count, the 1-2. And check swing, did he? Nope. 2-2.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to be over my cold by the time this game ends.
They usually say it takes about 8 to 10 days,
yeah.
So yeah. Kerkering's 2-2, and that's outside. It's 3-2. Runners will be off.
Drop down a little bit, dropping down a little bit with that arm slot and kind of slinging it. And get back up on top.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, 2 out. Runners go. The pitch is taken for a called 3rd strike. Fastball, nothing fancy there. And Hill takes it for strike 3. No runs, 1 hit, 2 left by the White Sox. It is stretch time. Get up and stretch. You'll probably need it. We're going to the bottom of the 7th. Phillies lead it 9-5.
Hey, Phillies fans, Tom McCarthy here. If you're bringing your family to Citizens Bank Park this season, there's something new for the kids. The King Swings Playground is now open inside the first base gate. A Phillies-themed playground where kids can climb, slide, and play just steps from the action. My family chose King Swings for the swing set in our own backyard. We love the craftsmanship, the safety, and of course, the Phillies branded design. From backyards to ballparks, King Swings is built for play. King Swings, official playground partner of the Phils.
You can feel the excitement of Phillies baseball at Citizens Bank Park. The energy on the field, the passion in the stands, and the heartbeat of a city that moves with each pitch. At Citizens, we're more than just the official bank of the Phillies. We're fans, too, cheering every hit, celebrating every win. And when big moments arise, we're made to lead the rally. Citizens, the official bank of the Phillies.
From Westchester to Doylestown, from Drexel Hill to Lansdale to Philly, we all look out for each other, stepping up to keep our communities going strong. And at Independence Blue Cross, we're here to keep you going strong. We've been deeply rooted in our communities for more than 85 years, and that connection to members has earned us our spot as the #1 health insurer in the region. So while you look out for your neighbors, know IBX is always looking out for you. Learn more at IBX.com.
Block your calendar. The Phillies have some important meetings with the Mets on Thursday, June 18th at 6:40, Saturday, June 20th.
Let's see how the big fastball for Miz works out.
Struck him out. Another fastball.
Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Always the big question is, how does somebody recover after their first start? You got all the jitters out after opening day.
I think he's back.
Still bringing some serious heat.
And he's already got 3 over 100 today.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Fastball at 101, and Mizorowski's got the juice working here this afternoon at American Family Field.
Couple of Ks and a perfect first for Miz.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Featured well over 300 pitches to this point.
Yeah.
It has featured a total of 11 walks, total of 19 hits, 14 runs, and 17 strikeouts.
And that is your PGW game summary. PGW fueling the future.
Oh, thanks. I'm happy to help out.
I appreciate that, because I didn't know how I was going to do this before the inning was over.
Well, we got time.
We got it covered.
We got time.
So, I mean, we're going to be in the neighborhood of 350 pitches.
Yeah, we're just about to hit the 3-hour mark.
And 350 minutes.
Crazy. Well, Trevor Richards is still on the hill. You got the final out in the 6th. First pitch here in the 7th is taken by Garcia. It's in for a strike. Adolis Garcia, who's had a great homestand. Hoping it doesn't finish quite with this stud for him. The pitch. Swing and a ball cued off the end of the bat towards first. Vargas scoops it. He'll take it himself. And there is one away. 3 unassisted.
Aaron Nola started this one, went 4 1/3, gave up 6 hits, 5 runs. He walked 4 after having, the last 2-3 starts where he hadn't walked anybody, but just did not have the command today. And Wilpin has come in and salvaged that.
There's Crawford. He swings and fouls one out of play. (0-1). Crawford a base hit in this one, and he swings and pops this one up shallow center. Meidroth going out and reaching for it. Antonacci, the second baseman, called for it, made the play. We have a 1-2-3 inning alert. Red hot coming at you.
Easy.
There's only been 2 1-2-3 half innings. Top and bottom of the 4th.
Remarkable.
Here is Rafael Marchand, the pitch. And that is a called strike. Marchand, who homered today and did so in striking distance of the only guy in the stadium wearing his jersey. 0-1 pitch is in there for a called strike. There's 41,978 in attendance today, and I bet that's the only Marchand jersey.
You might be right, unless he's got family here.
It's definitely the only Marchand 12 jersey. One and 2. The pitch, way outside.
It looks like I don't know if people are just undercover, but a lot of empty seats now.
Well, that over on the right field side, yeah, I think people are saying probably got too hot.
Yeah.
And long. Pitch is down low.
Breeze seems probably would help, but even up in the left field side.
A lot of, I think they are
Are they strolling the bases or running the bases? Pitch is swung on, line towards the left. Grichuk, and on the run towards the line, he'll make the catch. And there is your 1-2-3 innings, second of the game for White Sox pitching. We're through 7 innings today, and it's on to the 8th with the Phillies up 9-5.
Summers in New Jersey.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Do you mind clearing up what in the world a guy with one career big league hit is doing with a baseball card that looks like this?
Yeah, every player in the mid to late 80s wanted to dupe a photographer, right? The entire rest of the season, I was wondering what my card would look like next year if I was able to sneak it through. And I open it up and I see one with me with the eye black and the batting gloves.
And you
I was like, yeah, I duped him.
Engineers Labor Employer Cooperative, ELEC, is hard at work rebuilding our infrastructure. Whether it's transportation, water, or energy projects, ELEC and the Operating Engineers 825 are ready to get to work building our future.
We are going to the 8th, and a new pitcher on for the Phillies. Big Bad John. Jonathan Bolin. Fresh off his appearance on the Sunday sit-down with Greg Murphy. He's ready to do big things, Larry.
Well, that was a good start to the day, I guess, huh?
No doubt.
Probably made his day.
Sam Antonacci leads off against him, and the first pitch is in there for a called strike. Couple of your refrigeration school buddies.
Yeah, trying to help me out through this one.
And that is outside for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Antonacci hit by a pitch his last time up. Had a couple of singles early. Drove in a run. Big swing, no contact here. And it's 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. The stretch. Here's the pitch. Check swing, and he went. And Antonacci is down on strikes.
Well, looks like they're going to have a stare down, Antonacci and Jim Wolf.
Jim Wolf says, you want to arm wrestle for it? He says, you have how many games in the big leagues?
Yeah.
Here's the pitch to Miguel Vargas, hit off the end of the bat, right side, Stott to his left, he's got it, picks it, throws to first, and well, that ball had some spin,
Sure
checked
did.
up, and changed direction, and helped Stott out a little bit. Red alert for a 1-2-3 inning.
Well, the 4th and the 8th. Keep it in the 4s.
As Edgar Caro, who is the DH, switch hitter, normally their catcher, and he takes up high for ball 1. Pinch hit for Benintendi back in the 6th inning with a couple of runners on, but flat out to left, and that was to the wall. Great jumping catch by Brandon Marsh. The 1-0. That's up and in. 2 balls, no strikes.
1 inning, 1 hit, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts.
The next pitch, and that is in there for a called strike. Two and one. Bolin getting a shot here with a 4-run lead in the 8th. The pitch, and it's fouled away to the left side. And handling this certainly would be helpful for the Phillies, who you think, as much as they've used Keller and Duran here lately, they'd love to kind of tap the brakes on that every now and then when they can.
Yeah.
2-2, and that's up high. And it's 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Bolin has the stuff to do that pitch late in games. Just got to command that fastball. I think he can pitch up in the zone, but it's not going to hurt to get it down at times, too.
The pitch, swing and a foul into the mitt, and a strikeout there. Clean 1-2-3 inning for Jonathan Bolin. It's the Sunday sit down with Murph boost. We're going to the bottom of the 8th. It's 9-5 Phillies.
What if you could have the most reliable fiber-powered Wi-Fi at the same price for 5 years? During the Xfinity Summer Savings Event, now through June 15th, new customers...
Hank Greenberg helped popularize the first baseman's mitt, holding a massive 13-inch pocketed glove. That was quickly banned, reducing the maximum size to 12 inches. Paul Richards also developed a black hole-sized catcher's mitt. This ginormous thing, measuring 42 inches in circumference, was known as Big Bertha, or the Elephant, for its massive size. It was swiftly outlawed as well.
Fastball at 102 on the outside edge. 8 strikeouts for Mizorowski through 7 innings, and it's scoreless.
The Yankees had an inning for the ages in the 3rd. It was unbelievable.
13 runs on 11 hits.
Strikeout number 10. Leiter ties his career high. 5 2/3 scoreless. A great afternoon for the Rangers' young righty.
Oh, my goodness. You want to say that this guy is back? He's more than back. He is absolutely on fire. Acuna strikes again.
His last 5 hits, all 5 homers. Tracking it back towards the wall. It's by the pole, and Siri got it. He went up and got it. Took away a grand slam.
That's an outstanding saver of 4 runs.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
On to the bottom of the 8th. Kyle Schwarber leading off against Trevor Richards. Big swing, contact. Nothing at 1 to count for Schwarber. Phillies lead it 9-5. We're in the bottom of the 8th. And the pitch. Schwarber swings, fouls it back up over our heads. See who the Phillies decide to get up for the 9th.
I think Bolin might go back out.
You think?
Possibly.
0-2 the count. Here's the pitch. In the dirt. He only threw 11 pitches.
But now it's a little stirring out there. Maybe it's sugar.
One ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Swung on, fouled away to the left side.
He's up and standing on the mound.
Schwarber today is 0 for 2 with a couple of walks. Next pitch misses outside. The count 2-2 now. Does look like Sugar's going to start to get loose. 2-2 pitch. Ground ball to the right side. And Tadachi is up with it, and he'll throw high to first. Vargas does come down to the bag.
Well, this copyrighted broadcast presented by authority of the Philadelphia Phillies may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. Any accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Phillies.
Well, these last few pitchers have tried to settle this one down. Richards has retired all 5 that he's faced. Here's Trey Turner to face him. The pitch. And it's up high. The Phillies' longest 9-inning game by time this year was 3 hours and 19 minutes. That was on May 1st at Miami. 1-0. Yeah, that's down low. And I tell you, if there's any place you want to wait out a really long game, it's Miami.
Of course.
A lot of energy there.
We've got about 8 minutes to go.
2-0 count. And the pitch swung on. A little bloop towards center. It's going to fall for a hit. And Trey Turner with his second hit of the game. First allowed by Richards. Now to bring up Bryce Harper, who's been aboard 3 times today. He's got an RBI double to start the scoring. He's got a single and a run scored. That started the big rally in the 5th. And he also drew a walk as part of that 2-run rally in the 6th. Richards kicks and fires in the pitch. Swung on and missed. Phillies with 9 runs on the board, the most they've had in a game since they were in Pittsburgh. Time called as Harper saw Turner jumping around there and wants to take his time out.
And scoring in 5 of 7 innings to this point is something we haven't seen much of.
It's the 6th time overall for the Phillies to have scored 9 or more runs. They've got 3 double-figure days is all. 2 in April. The last one, May 15th. Pitch. Swing and a miss. That was against Pittsburgh, and that was a 10-inning game, the one that went extras. The Phillies rallied to win it. Oh, and 2, Harper down to the count. 1 on, 1 out. They do hold Turner at first. Richards ready. And a throw over to first, and Turner is back. The pitch. Swung on, hit high in the air. Deep center field. Going back is Peters to the wall. He makes the catch right up against the fence in front of the Phillies bullpen. And back to first goes Turner. That was really hit well, but Harper just comes up short.
You got to wonder if the wind knocked that down, too.
Had one earlier today, probably a homer in the 1st inning. That was knocked down by the wind. Even with, that was going to hit the top padding, I think. Boy, not much you can do about that. You're a hitter, you just try to hit it hard somewhere, and he certainly did that. So here's Marsh, who's been on base 3 times today. 2 for 3 with a solo homer, a walk, a couple of runs scored. The pitch swung on, hit well to center. Peters on the run, back into his left, still going after it, makes the running catch. What a great grab by Tristan Peters. Boy, he covers some ground there. And Brandon Marsh retired on a hard out. Phillies are done in the 8th, no runs on a hit. And a man left. And we are headed to the 9th. Phillies lead the White Sox 9-5.
Can you hear that? It's the
The Arizona Diamondbacks are striking back after a slow start, and it's largely thanks to one of baseball's fastest men.
Corbin's on the run. He's going the distance. He's going for speed.
Corbin Carroll has been playing like an MVP since his debut in 2022, but in his 4th full season, he's taken his game to a whole new level.
This guy's unbelievable. He's unforgettable.
On Sunday, Carroll put together one of the best games of his career, going 4 for 4 with 2 triples and a 9-1 D-backs win. That put Carroll at 8 triples for the season, twice as many as any other player, and 51 for his career.
He's the reason why you come to the ballpark. Watch him hit and watch him run.
He became the second fastest player of all time to reach 80 homers and 50 triples. Only Hall of Famer Lou Gehrig did it faster. Carroll's on pace to lead the majors in triples for the 3rd straight season, and he's only 1 triple away from tying the Diamondbacks club record of 52.
They say it's a game of numbers, pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Esto es flow mayor.
You have one goal. Be there on Tuesday, June 16th at 6:40 when the Phils face the Marlins and all fans score a State Farm Phillies soccer scarf. Snag tickets now at Phillies.com.
The Independence Blue Cross Player Spotlight is focused on Orion Kirkring, who's posted a 1.50 ERA over his last 21 games before today, allowing only 3 earned runs in 18 innings, now 3 earned runs in 19. Independence Blue Cross, learn more at IBX.com.
Jonathan Bolin goes back for the 9th, and his first pitch to Colson Montgomery is swung on and missed. Bolin facing Montgomery, Mydroth, and Grichuk here in the inning, as they send Bolin back out after 11 pitches in the 8th. Next pitch is a breaking ball down and in. Phillies looking to wrap up a series win and a 5-1 homestand before heading out on the road. Bolin, the 1-1. And that is upstairs. Phillies would be 9 wins in the last 12 games.
Yeah, we get 2 games over 500 at home. There are 3 games over on the road.
The 2-1, and it's fouled back. Fastball in on his hands, 2-2 to count. Sugar just kind of, or is that Duran who just got up? It's Duran who's just going to throw lightly out there in case anything starts. Bolin, the 2-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he got him with a high fastball. And Jonathan Bolin, who has had pretty noted trouble against left-handed batters, seems to be finding a little bit better rhythm against them. That'll bring up Chase Mydroth.
He's got a good fastball. He climbs the ladder this time, gets Montgomery to chase over the zone.
That's 4 batters. He has 3 strikeouts.
Yeah.
And the pitch, that is a strike called.
What are you going to do with that? Sinker 97 at the knees, down and away.
I think we did it, Larry.
Yeah, we did.
Longest game of the year for a 9-inning game. He's swinging a liner into right. That'll be a base hit.
People wonder, like, how come you guys didn't use the pitch clock today?
Yeah, what happened? Was it broken? What's the deal? Well, Mydroth is aboard. And looks like they're now asking Marchand to go out, maybe just talk with Bolin, buy a little bit of time.
Really?
I don't know how much leash he's got before they go to Duran. The clouds thickening up during the afternoon, and might have to think about flipping on the lights here pretty soon. Caleb Cotham is now out to talk with those assembled on the mound. And while they do that, let's pause for station identification. This is the Philadelphia Phillies Radio Network. With Larry Anderson, I'm Scott Fransky with you here at Citizens Bank Park. Phillies lead the White Sox 9-5. Got Tom Kelly with us in the booth. And Francisco Rojas back in our studios. Randall Grichuk is the batter. And the pitch to Grichuk, swinging a ground ball to short, should be 2. Turner to Stott on to first, double play, ball game over, and the Phillies win the series with the White Sox as they scored 9 runs today. A little bit of everything up and down the lineup. Contributors everywhere, and the Phillies win the series before heading out on the road after a 5-1 homestand with this 9-5 win.
Well, our keys to the game were the offense. One of the things, the offense needs to come through against some struggling pitching, and they did just that. The other was Aaron Nola commanding the strike zone, which he did not do, but the offense did their part. Scores 9 runs, and the Phils walk away with the series win.
And what a mound visit by Caleb Cotham.